And
Right. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
This is the brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live camp. And before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to
Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Hakim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end, and to the very few sincere Akwat out there diligently learning in silence. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Hey, it's another day in captivity, but hey, it's another day with the truth to be able to preach the word, to preach the downfall of this captivity in America, which is biblically known as Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Assyria, et cetera, et cetera. And, really with, Donald Trump, Emperor Nero being president, back in beginning back in January all the way up until now, it's just been damn near one thing after another. And within these last couple of weeks, prophetic things just continue to intensify, which is just a sign of the times that we truly are at the end of Esau Edom, the so-called white man's captivity. And if you think things are going to get better from here on out, you're sadly mistaken. Let's start off with Jeremiah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Straight to the point. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old. And when we read of our forefathers and the prophets in the past, every kingdom they prophesied against, they prophesied of war, evils, and pestilences. So that should give you an idea of who the true prophets are and what they would be doing. Because, the prophets are back in that very same step, prophesying against what? World War III, war between Ukraine and Russia, China, Taiwan, Iran and Israel, the evils, the coming famines, martial law, civil unrest, and of pestilences. You got a flesh-eating bacteria out here, different variants of the C19, all these different things that just keep coming up. And it's only going to intensify because, as it says in Matthew chapter 24, all these are just the beginning of sorrows. Kind of read that verse 9. You can get a precept. You can get it up there.
And this is verse 9. It says, the prophet which prophesied the peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahawah have truly sent him.
And anybody out there that's prophesying of peace, and prosperity, whether it be using the Bible or whether it be in the world, prophesying about getting that bag like Anton Daniels or something, you can clearly see they are not in the right spirit. And the average everyday person can see that things aren't going well out here. Damn near every video on social media is somebody complaining about how things are too high, I can't pay my rent, how am I going to feed myself and my children, et cetera, et cetera. You got it out.
And it's like the second Ezra 15 and 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahawah.
Straight to the point. Speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahawah. Read down to verse 4, Baba Kishah. And that's exactly what we're doing by going out onto the highways and the byways and putting up these video epistles, speaking into the ears of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the words of prophecy. And as we started off in that Jeremiah 28, it's nothing but wars, evils, and pestilences. But while these bad times are coming, there's a silver lining. If you're an Israelite, you have a chance of being saved from these things. But, for the majority of our people, they're not going to take heed to the word and try to find another way in, which is going to lead you to what it's about to say.
Verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Which, as we get closer and closer to the end of this thing, and these prophecies speak louder and louder, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, then shall, the men of the Lord stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted them. All that bullshit you people talk about, like, oh, the Bible isn't real, you're not the Israelites, or things are never going to get bad. Well, we see that these words that we have been faithfully, hearkening unto, as it said, these words are faithful and true. are coming to pass right before our very eyes. And you've got less and less to say with each passing day, which makes your opinion that much more invalid. And, like we say down here, what's a dead man's opinion? Because the majority of people out here are literally the walking dead, and rightfully so.
It says, verse 4 is going to tell you, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Straight to, man, we might as well go to verse 5. As it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, like the mangy dogs that you are. Every idle word is about to be taken into account by Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, and he's about to enact on it. And it's a beautiful thing. We bring it out for Esau and Sirach, I believe, 25, but it applies to you niggers, you spicks, you tontos as well. Beautiful it is for a man to see the downfall of his enemies, which includes the wicked of our people, who, you got Esau coming against us, but it seems like on social media, it's you Jakes out there that do everything you can to try to debunk your heritage and debunk the truth. Well, the Most High is about to debunk you from this plane of existence.
Debunk your life.
Mm-hmm.
It says, behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And hey, that backs up that Jeremiah 28, evils, wars, and pestilences, sword, famine, death, and destruction. All those different calamities for all the unfaithful to die in their unfaithfulness by. You holding one?
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Con. Yeah, we can get that, Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel 2 and verse 9.
To back up that Jeremiah, 28:9, where it said, the prophet that prophesied the peace, see whether these things will come to pass. Because we know that the kingdom is coming, we're going to be in peace, for eternity, but we're not there yet. Until we get there, what is it? Lamentations, mournings, and woes as it's about to go into. We got to go through the darkness, before we can get to the light of things.
Verse 9, Ezekiel 2 and 9. And when I looked, and behold, and hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein.
Mm-hmm.
And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without.
And that's talking about, the scriptures, which, today would be known as the Bible, the Old and the New Testament, and the Apocrypha, which is a part of the Old Testament, the whole roll, which, as when you read John chapter 10, he swallowed the roll and it was sweet in his mouth as honey, but bitter in his belly. The sweetness is what? We're the Israelites. We're going to, receive the kingdom and have our enemies under our feet. But the bitterness is the current predicament we're in, where we've got to go through Jacob's trouble, fight off these physical demons out here, and fight off these spiritual and mental demons, so we can ultimately make it to the end to receive that crown. And of course, Jacob's trouble, famines, pestilences, death, and great evils.
I say real quick, the bitterness also includes knowing that you ain't right. You find out that you're an Israelite, you're supposed to keep the law. The first thing you do is read the law, and you realize, man, I'm breaking the law all the time, man. We have a Savior that forgives us for these things. So that's part of the honey.
It says, and there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe.
Straight to the point. That's the message we're coming to speak to you Israelites right now. That terrible times are ahead, and you should be spending this grace period to do whatever you can to get into the good graces of your power, Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, to be saved from them. But just as the prophets of old prophesied of these things, what also happened to the prophets of old? They were scoffed at. The people didn't take heed to the word and wanted to put the prophets to death. No different than today. But this time, you're not going to get your way with the prophets like you did in the past. This time, Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI is about to, pull you on that tab, that spiritual tab you've been building up, not just in this life, but in previous lives. Which, you had a precept? Could you hold for me a second? 36, 14, 16, shot.
This is the back up that Jeremiah 28:9 about the people that speak peace. This is 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Hey, no escape from the calamities to come. No Bitcoins, no stable coins, no martial arts or preps. The only things that are going to save you is what? One, you have to be an Israelite. And for two, you have to be of that remnant, that elect number right now. because even, the majority of our people are about to be cut off because Yahawah bahasham, YAHAWASHI, hasn't given them the spiritual eyes or ears to hear or see these things. So they're walking straight into a horrific death, that death by pain.
It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness.
And why is that? Because in this darkness, in this spiritual night, what do we have? We have those oil lamps. The oil being, the understanding of these scriptures to light us through these dark paths and through these dark days. And if you read up in that 2 Thessalonians 5, what does it say? To you, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for you understand the seasons. We, with the will of Yahawah bahasham, YAHAWASHI, and his spirit being on us to understand these scriptures and linking them up with current events, we see exactly what times we're living in. The times of Jacob's trouble, where great death and destruction is going to come, but also great salvation and miracles. And that's what we're banking on. And that's why we are diligently doing the work right now to get the blood off of our hands. But again, as for the majority of our people, we're going to continue to scoff at the word. And, Yahawah bahasham, YAHAWASHI is about to pull your number. And he's already pulling a lot of you niggas' numbers out here. But
This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36 and 16.
oh, it's 3:15. Yeah.
And Yahawah, our power of their father, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
And Yahawah, the power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people. Yahawah bahasham, YAHAWASHI, before he sent that great judgment, would do what? He would send his men, the prophets, out onto the highways and byways. And now in these times, putting up these video epistles to warn you of the great evils and wars and deaths to come. But what's it about to say?
It says, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of Yahawah rose against his people till there was no remedy.
So you got to ask yourself, if you're a first-time listener, or, if you've been watching for a minute, what am I doing when I hear the prophets? Am I taking heed to the word, or is this just entertainment to me? Am I mocking them, joking, thinking this is not going to come to pass? Well, if you're in that latter category, what did it say at the end of verse 16? They despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of Yahawah arose against his people, till there was no remedy. It's a mathematical equation, 2 + 2. You're a scoffer and you don't take heed to the words of the Lord, then what? Great judgment comes upon you. You got it.
This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 1. He that being often reproved, harden his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy.
That fits our people to a T. It says all throughout the scriptures, I think it says in that Ezekiel 3, I've sent you to a hard-necked and stiff-necked people. And that's something we've always had to deal with. Abaratazah, were those men coming back? But in our past lives, dealing with Jake scoffing, being hard-necked and wanting to do their own thing. But what it said, he that has often reproved, hardened his neck, and is destroyed without remedy. The judgment would ultimately come down on you.
2 Chronicles 15 and 13. I'm gonna start at 12. And they that entered into the covenant to seek Yahawah, thy power of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek Yahawah, thy power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
And we're going to have to get that Ezekiel 9.
Yes, brother.
Whether small or great, man or woman.
You don't care.
Because judgment is the ultimate form of equality. You got our people bitching like why are so-called white people, Edomites, coming up with their own communities? Why can't we just get a fair shake in America? Because this was your captivity, Jake. It said at the beginning, the people on the covenant are us as our forefathers all made went into that covenant to pass. We said, look, if you go off from the word, you're going to get judged. But Jake seems to forget that. But what? Again, the ultimate form of equality is going to be the judgment that the Lord's about to bring down on man, woman, young or old. You're about to see the most, destructive, horrific, merciless at least, merciless for the wicked of our people, times worse than any other point in human history.
If I can say, I'm gonna let you get your precept. I did a lesson right here on Sirach 23 that says it's a word clothed about with death. Now we know the word of the Most High is who? YAHAWASHI. So if it's clothed about with death, he's bringing death too, right? Then now you say I got the keys to what? Heaven and keys to hell and heaven, man. Yeah, brother, go ahead.
You said there's a word that is
Clothed about with death.
Who was that death angel during the Passover?
Yeah,
That great death upon Egypt.
Yeah, damn, I ain't even break
The
out.
other one right here,
And-
was wait coming back.
Kinda.
Back at the same time.
Kind of, if I could say real quick, then
No, I'm saying, want to get you the one where he's coming back at the same word to do the same thing again, but even worse.
kind of.
Yeah, this Wisdom of Solomon 18, verse 15. Thine all,
You gotta go to about,
That one's got a lot of meat on it.
go to about,
This is just shit.
go to about 20.
at the word,
Off the throne.
I'm gonna start at 15.
21, because he's tell you when he do to you when he come back, he gonna let you know. You gonna know why too, man.
Okay. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction.
And as the brother Kaya brought up, there's a word that is clothed with death. And we know, pursuant to, John chapter 1, that YAHAWASHI is the word made flesh. So that almighty word that leaped down, and when you leap on something, that's like a lion. You're coming to leap on the prey,
You
take it out.
The Lion of Judah.
You're aggressive.
It said he leaped out from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction. Come on. Hey, what be it if the fire is already kindled when I come? Yahushua is going to be coming in the midst of all hell breaking loose. And he's going to put that final period on the sentence of Esau Edom's sentence.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about the scriptures is when you look at the nation of Israel, our warriors were kings. Right? In this society, the king is a politician that's sitting in a room somewhere,
Soft hands.
yes, making phone calls, pushing buttons.
Right.
No, the kings of Israel, they actually got on the battlefield. They were in the front lines, man. Yahushua is a man of war. He's leaping off the throne. He's the king of Israel. You don't have to do that. You can be like, hey, Michael, go handle that. He wants to be in the midst himself.
He's leading from the front, like a true king would lead from the front, not like a hoe, which is what Esau is. You're making phone calls, you're molesting children and drinking blood while you're droning people.
And they're draft dodgers.
Mhm.
You're scared to fight for your own military, but you're sending other men to die in war.
Yeah,
You gotta
shin splints.
cop.
But then that's one fucking thing. All you fucking chicken hawks out here, I hate you, Lindsey Graham, soft finger bitch, but all you chicken hawks out here, you're more than happy to send people to go die for the Amalekites. Horrific wars with depleted uranium and other things to destroy the environment. But when it came time for you to fight in Vietnam or whatever, I can't. Fucking coward.
We will vote for John McCain. He was
A true, like, he got wounded over
yeah,
there.
he got wounded. It says, I'm gonna read it 15 again. It says, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction, and brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up, filled all things with death.
Read to the end.
And it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth.
Ooh, he filled all things with death, and it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth. The whole earth is going to be engulfed in the death and destruction that YAHAWAH bahasham, YAHAWASHI is about to bring. And the only people that are going to escape are going to be the elect. Because what? They're going to get beamed up on the chariots, while those nukes are going to make this earth rock to and fro like a drunkard.
Verse 17, it says, then suddenly visions of horrible dreams troubled them sore, and terrors came upon them unlooked for.
And you got a lot of people, there's the Eve right now that brothers are doing their rounds with, where she had a terrible dream of Jacob's trouble, where she was pleading on the video. This woman was crying in distress, saying, look, just listen to what I'm saying. In this dream, animals, tore men, women, and children to pieces. But everybody in the dream was more concerned with buying a dress and having a good time. What does that sound like? Jake right now, concerned about, Saturdays and going out and having a good time, but the whole world is on fire all around you.
Worrying about going out to having a weekend dinner with the family.
Ooh, that's already cheating on you.
It says, and one thrown here and another there, half dead, showed the cause of his death.
And one thrown here and another there, half dead, shoot the cause of his death. It said, the slain of the Lord shall be many, from one end of the earth into the other.
Yeah, see what it says. Somebody see what it says in the GNC. Right.
And you know just how horrific your body's going to be strewn about. That's going to show. That's going to be a sign of the horrific death you die.
And that was verse 18.
Uh,
19. For the dreams that troubled them did pursue this, lest they should perish and not know why they were afflicted.
Hey, YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is opening up dreams and visions, to, as it says in Joel 2 and Acts 2, to men, women, children, not just Israelites, but even heathens as well. And then you got the prophets, you know, hearing these dreams and visions and lining them up to the scriptures, telling you what's going to come to pass. So there's going to be no cloak for any maliciousness out here. You can't say, I didn't hear, I didn't know, when that sword is coming down upon your pate.
It says, 18. Verse, okay, it says, yea, the tasting of death touched the righteous also. And there was a destruction of the multitude in the wilderness, but the wrath endured not long.
Mm-hmm.
For them the blameless man made haste and stood forth to defend them, and bringing the shield of his proper ministry, even prayer, and the propitiation of incense, set himself against the wrath, and so brought the calamity to an end, declaring that he was thy servant.
You know, that's talking about Moses in the wilderness. You know, YAHAWAH was judging. Moses was an intercessor. Doing what? Raising that serpent on the pole and pleading with the Lord not to destroy his people. And we know, you know, going deeper into that, brass serpent represented YAHAWASHI. So coming back in these days, you know, coming back in the lot of Moses and Samuel, what? Preaching and pleading to our people, raising up that brass serpent again, YAHAWASHI, telling you of the things that would, you know, bring this wrath away from you. But just like the majority that perished in the wilderness, the majority about to perish again.
But the righteous had to look upon that brass serpent because they was also what? In the midst of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was what? Going off or bitten. All right, which meaning what? We wasn't all the way clear of the, you know, the judgment to come.
Our righteousness is as filthy rags.
Yep.
That's why we are doing.
We got to do this
right now
Yep.
to get the blood off of our hands, because it says many are called, but few are chosen. Until you're getting beamed up on that chariot, you don't know if you're chosen. So with that in mind, you got to be instant in season and out of season doing the work of the Lord, repenting constantly.
Yeah, you gotta, because you're gonna get saved by your works and your faith. So what your works was not Abraham works counted as imputed to him as righteousness. So your works is, you know, man said, well, our righteousness filthy rags, so we don't gotta do none of that. No, you still gotta work righteousness, man. It says though you had though you had Job, Noah, and Daniel was in it, they shall be saved by their own righteousness. Right? So you gotta do the work, man. So righteousness could get added unto you. Okay?
Hey, though a righteous man falleth 7 times, he gets back up. It lets you know that, you know, we're gonna fall short. But what? It's getting back up. That's, you know, what's gonna count. Instead of just laying down and, you know, just, you know, getting destroyed.
There's a destruction coming, and knowing what's coming, all right, that should behoove you to what? Get out and work. All right, hey, what I need to do to avoid this judgment, because the world kind of know what's up. People, just random people giving videos. Oh, you had the dude that did the vision that everybody was posting. He was like, man, in the vision, you had some guys sneaking out the back, but then the destruction was right there. You know what I'm talking about? There's a guy that all the brothers was doing the lesson on, man. The elder brother in South Carolina. I mean, I don't know the guy. He just said he had a dream.
It was recent, or
Yeah, it was recent, like a day or so ago. But he was, you know, brothers was like, he was basically explaining the destruction of America, man. And it was vivid, as if it was in the Bible.
hey, backing in that Wisdom of Solomon 18, visions and dreams were shown to let you know of the times to come.
This Luke, actually, this Luke 12 and 45. We'll start at 45. But then if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayed his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and the maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken.
You know, going into, you slothful servants out here, those that have heard this word, but what? Like that one guy that got the one talent, he put it in a napkin and buried it. He kept it in his back pocket. You half in, you half out. I can still go get the bag, the college degree. I can go get the girl and have the married family. And if things get bad, then I'm gonna pull the truth out of my back pocket.
It says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint his portion with the unbelievers.
And hey, that doesn't just have to be during Jacob's trouble. That could be any day, any hour, any minute from now. You think you're comfortable, and then that's when the Lord gets you. You get in a car wreck, you get robbed, just judgment comes down upon you.
And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Because the prophets is out to basically inform you of what the Lord said, and they not holding their peace day or night. So you can't. There's no cloak for you to say I didn't hear y'all, right? You got it. We on YouTube, right? It's everywhere. So there ain't gonna be no cloak for Jay, meaning you ain't gonna have no excuses. It says, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much be required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. That's the point. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what would I if it be already kindled?
But to back up that 47 and 48, those that knew the will and did it not were beaten with many stripes. Those that didn't know the will were beat with less stripes. A scumbag 2/3 that never came across the truth like that, hey, he's going to get less of a judgment. He's going to get judged. It's going to be bad. But for those that knew the truth, for those that even put their hand on the plow, hey, you're going to have even more horrific judgment. Because as I said, to whom much is given, much is required. Just a little bit amount of truth you have, that's enough to give you a big amount of death. Again, the guy was given one talent. What? That was one talent to flip and do the work. But the Lord took that talent from him and cast him into that outer darkness.
Right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, YAHAWAH, who hath believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily. Their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Con. And how's that? You got that Psalms 19. What's that mainly been done by? The unicorn. In the internet, which has spread this word from one end of the earth unto the other end of the earth. Brothers bring up many accounts on how over in the Philippines, over in South Korea, they'll see brothers' videos. You'll see the brothers speaking in English, but it'll have Korean subtitles on it, or different language, the language of the land subtitles, translating what the brothers and the elders and the apostles are saying. So if that word has reached that far to the ends of the earth, and you're here in America, where you got the men, your teachers are no longer hidden in a corner, seeing them in front of you, how bad is that going to be for you for not taking heed?
It's too, even for the person who filmed and recorded it, doesn't go that far to translate it. That means they'll believe. To go through that much trouble, having a person speaking English and have somebody take the time to translate what they're saying. That show you how powerful the Lord is. The Lord has a believer to do that. That's just a seed to spread the word. Because a lot of times when people come up here on the block, they scoff, they talk shit. Sometimes they take pictures. You're literally scoffing and taking pictures to make mockery, but you go home and drop some seeds, and the same person you telling this to turn out to be a believer. So that's why sometimes we just let you do what you do, man. Just go ahead.
Hey, that's beautiful. The Lord get 2 for 1. He judges a wicked Jake, and he saves a righteous Jake.
Look, do that with heathen, like that. The woman at the well, she wasn't an Israelite, but there was Israelites there. So the Lord,
I think it was like the whole, didn't it say like the whole city or something?
yeah, she went home, like told everybody about the Lord. She wasn't even Israelite.
Like that time, I don't know if y'all remember the Native American woman with her son that came out there.
Don, I remember that.
She was going. She didn't live. She was going back home. We were like, yeah, take all the pictures and everything you want, because they're gonna go home and drop them seeds, man. Even the Native American dude, remember the dude with his son?
Mm-hmm.
Them too. No, them brothers stayed what somewhere reservation south of Texas somewhere, south Texas somewhere. Yes, that just show you the Lord powerful, man.
There was that one time, it was this was like maybe my first year in the truth, and I was holding a sign at the end, and it was this anybody knows them Ernest movies, like Ernest Goes to Jail, or it was an Edomite that looked like that. It was a flannel shirt and some jeans and cowboy boots on, and he was posted on the wall, and I could tell he was listening to me, or listening to us, because I could see out of the side of my eye he was looking, and I was like, man, he about to come do some shit. So he get up, walk over to me. He's like, I just wanted to say, YAHAWASHI Barakatah, like a whole earnest looking Edomite saying that, showing, doesn't matter what you look like, yeah, Jake.
He was Irish.
Mm-hmm.
He said he been watching, And there's many of you out there. We got another guy, I believe, since we met him last night, Nicaragua. All right. Man, the Lord, hope the Lord, pours his spirit on him. He seemed very intrigued, and because the conversation went from talking about the basic scriptures and basic things in the Bible to he's like, hey man, what's that? Like the Lord showed up.
And the chariot show up while we were talking to him.
Hey man, he gave his own account of, and we kind of hinted on certain things, but it's hey man, the Lord be cutting up, man.
It's funny, the conversation shifted to the chariots, and he was wearing a NASA shirt. Got a sense of humor.
It's all spiritual.
Yeah, we'll get that 19, then we'll get your precept.
All right. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 19, starting at the top.
Just to back up, the Romans 10, the brother brought out how that their word has gone forth to the earth, through that unicorn, which, the internet, we can see from Jake's in the Philippines, in Europe, Africa, to that Jake that looked like an Edomite, anybody. This word has definitely gone forth and has, laid those seeds. And to those that took heed to the word, hey, they're sprouting up.
Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Those satellites up in, second heaven, low over space, beaming these signals from one end of the earth into the other.
Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
We're doing a video. We're doing camp right now at around 5 o'clock. A brother's going to be doing their own personal lesson at 10 o'clock. Brother mate at 3 o'clock in the morning. There are videos constantly going up as we speak.
Oklahoma, if you doing videos, I didn't know. Spirit to jump on you. Hey, it go down right there.
Yeah, once you subscribe to a bunch of GMS pages, every time you go on your subscription, somebody live. Like, not gonna just click on your subscriptions and not see.
There was a hobby doing videos 4, 5 in the morning when you wake up going to work. Elder Kazak too from Mississippi.
Brothers on the job.
Hey, it'd be like shifts, man. Even within our own chats, you might have these particular brothers be woke, and then you have myself. I'd be up sometimes late at night. You just have a constant all around. It's like 24-hour news, man. And we are spiritual reporters, spiritual news anchors for the Lord, man. Bringing out accounts, worldly accounts, bringing out
History,
geopolitics,
health,
even the buffoonery of you niggas. Sometimes we say, look at these niggas in the video. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
It said, I think I'll be back in 10. It says, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and glad tidings of good things. And this is a peace and a sanctuary to the hearers of the word and those of the elect, because this is that light at the end of the tunnel. Let you know that, look, even though the predicament is bad, we're gonna make it out of it. And not just that, but we are at the end of it. We're at the door.
The Lord calls this a vineyard, a garden. Now wait, what you go to the vineyard or garden? No, but also to wind down. It's peaceful. You might have a waterfall, sound water. chirping of birds and just the beautification of the plants and shit. And you might get into a phase of deep thought. Sometimes you might get out there in the grass and fall asleep. But it's a place of peace. Yahawashi was who?
Adam, the Prince of Peace.
He's a Prince of Peace. He was Melchizedek. He was Solomon. All right.
Solomon means
Man, he's peace. In that garden, this is a peaceful sanctuary. Out of all the shit that go on in the world, this is the time. Even though you got to do the work, but you get around the brothers and get into a mode of winding down and chill, and you get into a mode of happiness, man. Fellowshipping. Nobody said some of you guys are off that, and I know some of you ain't here no more, but you had a problem with fellowship. Everybody's over here. You in the next room in a fetal, not in a fetal position.
spiritual position.
I want to say the fetal position, but you in a goddamn
Indian style.
yeah, Indian style, man. All right.
Yeah, I had a dream about a guy who's no longer in the camp. He was a nigga in the camp, and in the dream he was a nigga. Like,
Yeah, man. The Lord getting rid of that shit, man. That spirit is not to be. You can't dwell peacefully. That's like dealing with the job. Hey man, you know it's bad when you get a job and you talk to car. Fuck, I gotta drive to this goddamn job. I gotta clock in with these niggas. I gotta deal with the. You don't want to be in that state when in the camp with a guy like that, man.
Yeah.
You know.
if I
Go ahead, you got it.
I'm saying the Lord ain't dealing with that. The kingdom of heaven is going to be daily fellowship. We're going to celebrate every single day. Brother's going to have thousands of kids. Our kids going to get married every day. One of your sons, one of your daughters. All right, the high holy days. Yeah, we're going to constantly give each other gifts. We're going to constantly try out different things. Like, if you don't like being around Israelites, you might be an Edomite.
you probably are.
Yeah.
And another thing to back up what the elder brother was saying about a vineyard, what's also in a vineyard? Wine. And what is this word compared to as wine? Drinking, and wine is for men to make their spirits merry. The spiritual wine, makes the elect's spirits merry when they hear these things. It gives them that comfort.
It's back in Psalms 19.
So sweet music, man. David played the harp. This is playing this sweet song. Vibing, man. Who wouldn't want to do that?
Nigga. Or Edomite. It says, day unto day utter of speech, and night unto night show of knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Got brothers, deaf brothers doing sign language videos, brothers doing lessons in Spanish, anything you can think of, brother. So there is no excuse out here, for you people, Jakes out here who are half-stepping. Lord has given you not only the prophets to be able to be seen in person on the internet, but you get somewhat of an understanding listening, and then you're just casting it aside. Like,
Man, as much as Jake be on the internet, you can't say you haven't come across the gospel. It's all over YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere Jake is, the word is going on.
Yeah, it's scripturally written that the word gonna go into all the ends of the earth, then the end gonna come. So if you're a person, you somewhere on earth. I mean, you in balls on another planet. If you was born, you somewhere between what? North, east, south, and west. You're somewhere, but it's gonna go to all the ends of the earth. It's gonna cover everywhere. Then the end gonna come. Because can't nobody say they didn't hear it.
Right.
Whether you heard it once or 1,000 times. You heard it, man.
just passing by and hearing the name, hearing brothers say,
That you heard it.
YAHAWASHI, you've been marked.
You been more.
Right.
Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world.
Their line has gone out through all the earth. When you're on the internet, what are you online? Spiritually fishing.
World Wide Web.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody can be on.
Yeah, when you look at the satellites, sometimes they'll have an image of what the line looks like when the different satellites ping and connect each other. They look like a web.
A net, yeah, a net.
A net.
And what fishes are men?
We're casting out. This is bait. It's bait. The different signs we have of Caesar Borgia, those are different bait we have to catch really the elect. All right, in the bait to say your judgment. Because we can cast that net and get a catfish. But what we gonna do? Unhook the throw your ass back, man. Well, that's what the Lord gonna do, because it ain't for you.
YAHAWASHI had a whole parable about that, which Matthew 13, 47 to 50. Because this word is going out to everybody, both righteous and wicked. And you're either gonna take heed.
Hey, Esau has a bait in the net. It's called fiat currency. And this, when you look at the back of the dollar, it's like a web.
Yeah.
That's how you get everybody in that rat race to catch him. You need the money in order to operate in society. So he has a way of catching people too in a web. Yes, you have a left hand web, you have the right hand. How the Lord catch people, man.
It says that in Habakkuk chapter 1, they make sacrifice unto their net to catch men as fishes, which is the monetary system and all these different, pitfalls of society that Esau uses to get people on board with the beast.
Get that one when he does catch the poor when he draws his net.
So
That Psalms I think it was 50. No,
Like 60 or 60.
I know where it is.
60.
kind of get that.
Matthew chapter 13, starting at 47. It says again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind.
The kingdom of heaven is like unto a net, which is this word.
It says, which, when it was full, they drew to the shore and sat down and gathered the good into the vessels, but cast the bad away.
That's what the brother was going into. This word goes out to the elect for them to be gathered into the net. And what? In other parables, it talks about the barn, the wheat being gathered into the barn, into this word, ultimately getting beamed up onto the chariots, but the bad being cast away. Keep going on.
It says, so shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just.
Those reapers. Read verse 50, Bible Shem.
And shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Hey, the angels gathering the fish into the net, the wheat into the barns, but what? The wicked being cast out into that furnace of fire, getting burned by these nukes.
I had it real fast. This is Psalms 10. And to the point 9, it says that he lay in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lay in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he drawed him into his net.
In that net, as the elder brother was going into, Isaiah.
There's a form of doctrine that could be a plethora of things, man.
Money, women,
Yeah.
reputation, status, the cares and the affairs of this life. You have that parable about the seeds where YAHAWASHI said there was that seed that fell amongst the thorny ground, which talked about the cares and the affairs of this life, drowning out the world, drowning out the word and taking them out, which we can clearly see through the men that have fallen out in the past and just these jakes in the world, that the majority of them are just taken by Esau's net. They're happy to be in the net. They're happy to have that hook in their mouth and ultimately get what? Pulled into destruction.
I got a badass video. Go ahead.
32:7.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments also of the churl are evil, devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right.
Okay, the instruments to that net also is a churl. When you go into a churl, that's pretty much a scoundrel, a base piece of shit person. The basest of men, Esau, are evil. He deviseth wicked devices, like the wicked in Psalms 10, to destroy the poor with lying words. Hey, American dream, equality, make it, Black Lives Matter, all these different things Esau uses to, catch the poor in his net. Even when the needy speaketh right, and we're speaking right now, telling our people what the truth is and telling you what you can do to find salvation, but we're labeled as public enemy number one. Esau's doing it subtly right now. You got these niggas out here, but then it's eventually going to come to the point where he's really going to show his fangs and draw that sword and come straight for us, which is going to play into fame of the word, which is another thing, Jacob's trouble that we're quickly approaching into, where the men of the Lord are no longer going to be on the highways and byways. These video epistles are no longer going to be online.
That's like what you alluded to earlier. When Yahushua said, after this gospel be preached, then shall the end come. We don't need to preach when it's the end. All right, we're warning you of things to come. So when it happens, there's no need for the prophets to be on the highways and hedges.
Hey, there's no more studying when the test starts.
Done.
Everybody got to be quiet and start writing with those number 2 pencils. Yeah.
This Psalms 55 and 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Say the instruments of the churl are evil. Those lying words, those smooth, buttery words, equality, women's rights, individualism, all these things that feed into people's what? Flesh, their carnality, their feelings. But at the end of the day, what swords and death were drawn forth from it, which we can clearly see by looking at this society all around us. Depression and self-deletions are at an all-time high. Alcohol, drug use. This brother posted a video of how they have a scream club now where people go onto the lake in Chicago and scream because that's all they can do to let out stress
after they worked out a week. Was they caught up in the world of chasing dreams and everything that this devil have set up, snaps, basically. Just like the elder went into the lesson, he said about the spider. It has the oil on the web so it can move smoothly through it, right? And once it's caught,
It's creeks.
it's the creeks on the web. Oh, yeah. Right? So it has the understanding. Look, we got this out. It's all set up for a trap. And once you're in the web or spider, he can do with you as he please. Right? But he have to get you on his web, though, where he's what? At his strength. Same thing with these devils. Their heart is deep. Everything is a snare that has a snare to a snare, to a trap, man.
Yeah.
Everything is a stumbling block. No matter how good it look, on the opposite end of it, it always catch you, man.
There's traps have snares and the snares have traps.
Traps, man. It's stumbling block.
I got one back here with dreams real quick.
Got it.
It was the same Proverbs, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death.
Catch it, man.
And we're in a world of death right now. As it says in Job, I've gone into a land of darkness, of utter darkness, where the light is as darkness. This valley of the shadow of death, America, Babylon, where anything outside of the truth is just another snare or trap that gets you caught in that web. But this is what, the scriptures have to say about these American dreams that people have. This is Sirach 34:1. The hopes of a man void of understanding is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, are vain, worthless, no value, and false. And dreams lift up fools. Whoso regards the dreams as like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind. Got this dream, this vision, my 5 to 10 year plan in my head. And it's just like you trying to chase a shadow. You're never going to catch it, especially now with the way the economy, in the world is looking right now. Like if you haven't made it to be a football player or a rapper yet, you're never going to make it. You're just wasting your time.
This Proverbs 21 and 16 is the point. I'm going to read at 15. It said, it is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Understanding is, of course, again, that's the understanding of the scriptures. But he that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall be in the congregation of the dead, those that are spiritually dead in this land of gross darkness, just waiting for the physical death to follow shortly thereafter, which, as we've been going into, is quickly approaching. So it will behoove anybody, any Israelite watching this lesson right now, to really take heed to these words. Because as we're starting to allude on, that fame of the word is quickly coming to where, what they say, hindsight is 20/20, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're gonna wish that you were able to drink of these living waters, but in that time, that spigot's gonna be turned off, and you're gonna spiritually be dehydrated and thirst to death out here.
Yeah, because wisdom is a fountain, it's a spring.
Yeah.
Right? And it's open, it says wisdom is as a spring shut up, open, which those who don't get and receive the waters on those dry grounds don't get it, but the water is everywhere. The wisdom is on the world wide web, but everybody seems to still be thirsty, man. All right, that's why the Lord said He's gonna put water on the dry grounds. This Proverbs, Oh, you hold it? Yeah, come on. That's Sam. You got it?
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, and this whole chapter. I was holding it earlier because the elder had mentioned that this is the bait, and this is actually found in the Bible for you Jakes to say, why y'all gotta have that sign? Jake don't have faith, but it's actually bait to gather in the elect. They stopped and said, what is that? Like the dude last night, he was like, what tribe am I?
What verse you at?
Man, the whole chapter.
Start at verse 1 and read down to 28. I'm joking.
God damn.
But it was Ezekiel chapter 37, and
I mean 16.
I'm gonna read one kind of drop down. It says, the hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
A valley, a low place, the valley of the shadow of death. This valley is speaking of America. And it's about to go into what these bones are.
God caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
Dry bones, dehydrated bones. The words, the wisdom flowing as water, not being, not flowing. What a valley is what? A valley is where water hasn't been flowing for a while.
It says, and he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, oh, Yahweh, thou knowest.
And it's like, man, our people in such a bad case.
Yeah.
Can they ever wake up?
Like, that's how you feel when you look at Jake, man. Especially like what we call 2/3, which, there's hope for Jake. Jake could wake up and become a new creature. But when you look at Jake in that animalistic state, it's like, can these bones live? Like, is there any good thing to come out of the night for it? Like,
Can Keisha live?
Yeah, So I'm gonna jump down.
That's Testament.
I remember back in the day when it was like 2008. So I remember Foster Hope getting on Jake's here in Louisiana, because even though I was in Houston then, but they didn't really have Jake's woke him, man. All right. The other particular guy, he wasn't doing shit. The fried chicken dude, still ain't doing shit. But as a whole, you brothers didn't even come about. Some of you brothers were fucking middle school or something like that.
Just getting into high school.
Just getting to high school, middle school and shit. But it was like a desert here, man. And the Apostle Hope was constantly every now and then he'll mention Katrina, he mentioned how Jake was done. You would think he'll have camps on every corner, but Jake, a lot of Jakes here are foolish, man. A lot of Jakes here are caught up in pride. Oh, I don't know them guys. Why would I go out there? Hey man, fuck all that, man. I ain't know none of these brothers. The apostles didn't know each other. They just the spirit brought up together, man. You worrying about the wrong goddamn thing. Showing you don't have no faith. It takes faith to go into an environment of men that you don't know and just do the work. You don't know them niggas at work. Y'all go work for the white man.
Good.
You get a job done.
Good point.
Peacefully too.
Peacefully.
Good point.
Huh? You niggas peacefully. Put them cranes up, work that forklift, do all type of shit, man. Well, no problem. How much more the Lord's work, man? Go ahead.
Let me jump down to verse 2. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
You know what that remind me of? You'll watch the movie The Mummy, and they was on that. He was laying down, all them sinews, muscle, and all the cartilage and shit started forming on him, man.
Eventually got the flesh on it.
Yeah, that always since back then. When that first was brought out by the apostles on video, that's the first thing I thought about. Like, damn, that's like the Mummy.
They had the book of life and the book of death.
Yeah,
The mummy. And Emotep was supposed to be Joseph.
it was Joseph.
Yeah.
It is Joseph.
And
Emotep. That was Joseph's Egyptian name, man.
And if you remember in the movie, when he was going to kill the one guy, he was pulling out like a cross, a thing, a bunch of different signs, speaking in different languages. He pulled out the Star of David and started speaking the Hebrew. He's like, language of the slaves. It's like, you can come with me. Like,
They know, man. It's like Charles Heston on that Ten Commandments when he on the front cover, and one of you brothers got a phone, put up the Ten Commandments cover with Charles Heston. You look at the movie poster. When you look at the tablets, all right. When you look at the tablets of Moses that he put up, they had the ancient Lashawan Kadash on it, man. Showing you these devils fucking know. They know what's going on. And they've been doing it.
Josh got it.
Yeah, look. What is that?
That's the actual paleo.
Yeah, actual paleo Hebrew on the top.
Hollywood.
And I put it on here. I'm gonna get it to focus a little bit.
And I heard damn devil would be Moses.
Amalekite there.
Crazy.
All right, there you go. The actual Lashawan Kadash on the cover of the Ten Commandments with Charles and Heston, man. I'm getting it, try to get it to focus. There you go. All right. These devils know, man. In order, like we always say, in order to tell a great lie, you have to know a great bit of truth, man.
Yes.
Fucking devils, man. But go ahead. The
Doing mockery. You just had that Clarence that came out a couple of years ago where they straight up showed you Jacob was Israel in Judea. The Romans were the Edomites.
So verse 10 again. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived.
I would say one thing. What the fuck wrong with y'all, man? To the point where you think a society, British that was back then, only had white people there. This is a society right now is so-called great here in America. It's all nations here. They wanted to literal control of the old world back then, and they had many nations there. Same thing for here. So if there's Jake's here in this America, you best believe Jake's roamed around in the Roman Empire.
Yeah, the scripture saying he put under himself
All people. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? But niggas out here believe that y'all was all around Africa, half naked, all right, shooting fucking darts, man.
In the Dougie.
Yeah, running around with spears and shit. And doing them African dances and all that stupid shit. You know, Jake was pop locking and shit.
talking with no vowels.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was, hey man, y'all was, and then we got books for days on this, but y'all had a culture back then. But you just been lied to. Y'all believe that shit. Jakes was in that shit, man. Jake was in high up in Rome. That damn bird clowning, man. Jakes was all in that shit.
Julius Alexander,
Mhm.
that Israelite Roman general that helped take down,
Tiberius.
Tiberius. Mhm.
Yeah, Tiberius, man. You know, Matthew was high up in the Roman Empire. All right.
Republican tax collector.
Why did they ever want to show you? And they come out and tell you this. That they tell you that Septimius Severus was a black man. They tell you.
He was from Lepus Magnus, which was the Roman name for Libya in North Africa.
Yeah, they tell you that he was a black man.
Hannibal,
Yeah.
Barca, Carthage, all countries along the north of Africa.
That's why last night we ran into that dude. He said, "Oh, from Spain," and we started going into some Spanish history.
The Moors.
He was like, "Oh shit," he was like, "Yeah, it started to make sense." All right, all up in Morocco. When you thought living in Morocco, you thought living Alexandria, Egypt. That was a hotbed for Israelites, man. All up in the what is it called? The Barren Straits,
Rock of Gibraltar.
Rock of Gibraltar. That was Jake's. Crossed over that shit, man, and then conquered the known world of Europe, man. No fucking Edomites did all that, man.
I know the brother behind Pope.
Hey, like that other situation. Well, we're gonna get into it in class. But all that, hey, I found one of the pictures of the woman at the well, the actual picture of the woman at the well with YAHAWASHI. It show you that she was an Ethiop. It show you that she was a Hamite woman, and they show you YAHAWASHI being a black man at the well dealing with it, man. And this was a picture. This is a picture today that was in Moscow, Russia, man. East Moscow, Russia. They show you the actual picture.
Those Eastern European churches still have like dark images of impossible Orthodox.
Yeah.
They know what it is.
Hey, even unleashed some shot.
The Black of Jesus.
Shit, the woman at the well even mentioned that you from these people. Like, what are you doing here at the well? She herself mentioned it.
if you look up the victory coin of 70 AD, you have a Israelite woman kneeling down to a Roman soldier, and she clearly has Negroid features, and the Roman soldier clearly has Edomite features.
And you think those people just vanish off the earth, just went somewhere? No, everybody's still here.
I got that.
The line of nations are still here today. Okay, the Lord never got rid of those people. The Lord never really got rid of the Israelites. Everybody been named and called different other names to hide certain identities, but we're back. The Lord didn't put the prophets back in remembrance. It started with us. The first fruits, didn't put the nation back into remembrance of who we are. And we're here as a beacon to tell you other nations who you are. So you're an Edomite, you're a Moabite, you this, you that. We're here to direct you. We're the spiritual guides of the scriptures, man. All right, and the Lord unleashed the knowledge to us. Go ahead, what you had?
Yeah, this you kept saying be all back. This Ecclesiastes in the Bible, 16. I'm starting at 15. I considered all the living which walk under the sun. Not to say all. Don't everybody walk under the sun? With the second child that shall stand up in his seed, meaning what? His lineage. What comes behind him? All right, from the first, there was no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them.
The Lord changes not. So even though these different nations may change their names, when the Lord looks at them, he sees an Israelite. When he looks at an Edomite, he doesn't see a German. He sees an Edomite. He sees everybody and knows everybody who they are.
Hey, that's why the angel said when they come back, they're gonna separate the sheep from the goats. Right? Because they know they have that, they have that revealing unto them to know who is who.
That's why John the Revelator asked them, who are these people?
Yeah.
They ain't even look like
Great multitude.
Hey, that's why we have the spiritual, we have to understand. That's why we understand Matthew the 13th, I believe it's the 13th chapter, when the Lord says, let them grow together. The tares and the wheat. That in that day the Lord will send the reapers. That's why it's not our, if a guy come up right now looking like a Moabite and he believes, it's not my duty to, because what's these other camps do? Like the Zodiac, you have a guy clearly from West Africa, clearly an Israelite, clearly believes.
Nigerian.
Yeah, you can't call people African. You niggas are not spiritual, man.
We don't even know what the mark of the beast is. So,
all right. So it's not on us. If a guy comes up here, and I'm gonna tell you too that that's what that dude name? I know his name. The bot. He done it before on a video. A guy that's clearly a Moabite, but clearly understanding everything what he's trying to say, but he's just being difficult with the guy for no reason. You clearly tell the guy beginning a Moabite. He getting off from work. Ran by over there and believed and understood. He's still just giving the guy a hard time. Oh, you not an Israelite. You can clearly tell the guy. But like I said, that same guy was to come out here and want to believe. It's not my job to say, oh, he's a. If you believe, you gotta let him grow together. You gotta. If he come out here for the time he's supposed to and believe, you let him in the camp.
you have an Edomite with a Jake name in the camp for years.
Hey, y'all call this brother a manser. Oh, he's a man. This man,
white man.
This man is clearly an Israelite, man. You fucking stuck on flesh. You stuck up on color, so-called colorism. God, he's clearly a Jake, man. And that's from understanding when them cameras go off how this brother is, the flavor, his spirit, even though he's from
Just his spirit.
Suburbs.
and grew up a certain way, you can clearly tell this is a Jake. Because the Lord pulls Israelites from all walks of life, man. From all cultures of life. And the Lord gonna fuck a lot of you niggas up on that too, man. In the end, he gonna start bringing in more guys that look like Moabites.
Yeah. Edom.
Guys that look like Edomites, Vietnamese looking people, Israelites, and bring them into the camp, man, to fuck you niggas up, man.
Elamites.
Because you niggas don't have faith. You don't believe, man.
When you look at these other camps, like they all want to look like the head dude of the camp. Like it's weird.
You gotta be the most darkest Jake with the nappiest hair, the biggest fucking bands, leather bands you can find,
Look
man.
like Tookie Williams.
Yeah. Get sprayed. Oh.
Hit a combination on the bag after you get maced.
Yeah, you niggas is crazy, man. The Lord gonna bring in a guy who look like an East Indian. You know? Because they got Jakes over there.
A lot of
I watched a documentary back then when they did the development of I think it was Abu Dhabi, or it was Dubai, and they got a hood ghetto over there, and they roll past. Just like they do the videos with two Jakes over here, they go to you niggas hood, Shreveport, all that shit, and Houston and all that shit, Baton Rouge and one. They had went by over there. They had dudes that look East Indian, but with Negroid features, hanging outside this fucking store. I'm like, oh, that's a Jake.
your men too. They got a whole district where they're supposed to be Ishmaelites, but they look like niggas.
Yeah.
Woolly hair, Negroid features.
Yeah, the Lord gonna show out in the end, man. The Lord gonna bring them same people that you look down upon or cast off as heathen. He gonna bring them in, because that's why you niggas didn't understand. You didn't understand Paul. You didn't understand Peter, man.
Bringing heathens in the temple.
Yeah, you fucked up back then with this shit, man. The circumcision. You niggas doing the same goddamn thing today, man.
Can't understand Paul, but you can understand pagan.
Yeah.
I got you.
Go ahead.
This Romans 8:14. I'm gonna read 16 too. It says, "For as many are as led by the Spirit of our power, they are the sons of the Most High." So they're led by the Spirit, right? Which we was led. So if another man come led by the Spirit, do we then judge his outer body appearance? Right? The Lord don't even look at a man's appearance. He judge it on the heart, because he know which spirits are which. We jump to 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. So that come from what? Trying the Spirit, right? Tell you in John 4:1, but beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether it be of the Most High.
Because it's all throughout the script. You got it. I know you've been holding.
All right, this and this is back of your point. This 1 Peter 4 and verse 17, it says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of YAHAWASHI." And just like we were talking about earlier before camp, and Elder, you was just saying the Most High gonna be doing things to straighten up and get the extra foolishness out the house of Israel first. He gonna be doing those things to extract all the foolishness out the house of Israel before he go into dealing with the other nations.
Hey, because when you go into the book of Romans, I believe it's chapter 8, you understand, I believe 8 or 10. You understand that Yahawashi himself is a stumbling block. So he bring out certain things or do certain things to be a stumbling block to you niggas, man. They don't understand. They was not bestowed the Spirit.
Yeah, the Lord's not gonna have a great multitude come into a camp full of niggas that think all Israel has to look like the same.
Like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's all.
Every nigga gotta be looking like Spike Lee from Blade and shit.
Wesley Snipes.
All right, Wesley Snipes. Every Israelite is not gonna look like that, man. All right, every Israelite is not gonna look like fucking Spike Lee, Wesley Snipes. All right, Flavor Flav, man. Okay, you gonna have Israelites that come. They're gonna come into in these camps. In the end, they're gonna look like Bruce Lee. All right, they're gonna look like
Aziz Ansari,
Hans
like he was
from Fast and the Furious. You're gonna have them. They're gonna look like, they're gonna look. Yeah, they're gonna look far out, man. Okay, they're gonna look like East Indians. They're gonna look like Moabites.
Paul Walker, Frank.
And they already started man. You got certain East camps up north even in GMS. You got certain camps up north that these guys look like Edomites, but they're Jake. You're clearly Jakes. When you start dealing with those brothers, this clearly a Jake right here.
Brothers in Miami, they clearly Jake, man.
Got the Spirit, man.
That Jake that looked like the Edomite that came to camp that one time by me and saluted me, but he looked like Ernest. Ernest goes to camp. Like,
Hey, Lord will we at that day when that scriptures hits in Jeremiah.
I got it.
Where it said that the Lord gonna bring in the forces of the Gentiles, and then that's the Israelites gonna be carried on the backs of these people. If you that Lord will we there to witness that day. You stand by that gate and witness. You gonna witness Israelites coming looking like all nations on the backs of the heathen, man. You gonna see a little girl that's gonna look like she's gonna look like a jet, not a jet fight, but
redheaded Irish girl.
yeah, she's gonna look like a Hawaiian
Japanese.
Japite. You're gonna see them being pulled from all around the world, man. And they're gonna be Israelites too.
Yeah, the Lord not gonna allow heathen inside the gates.
Hey, the Lord is that flavorful. Hey, we talk about, like, for instance, a lot of times we get into a locker room debate down here about food. Hey, we like spice. We also like flavorful food too. The Lord the same way with people, man. The Lord's not fucking bland like a goddamn Edomite. Oh, sprinkle salt, pepper on the steak. Man, you need fucking spice and flavor on the goddamn steak,
That
man.
much salt.
The Lord, hey man, when we cook down here, you can eat a steak without putting no goddamn A1 on it. Because it got flavor. The Lord the same way with people, man.
And Israel's like under a speckled bird under.
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah. Come on, man. What are you talking about, man? So the Lord, which it was put upon us as a curse to be pulled in all of the nations. So when if you're being pulled in all nations, you gotta accept what comes out of those nations. What comes out of those nations is gonna be Israelites looking like those other nations. So you gotta deal with the acceptance of that too. You gotta deal with that, man. All right. When you deal with history in itself, you gotta understand Israel was everywhere. The British, all right, you had Israelites over there. You understand World War I, they had Jake Spartan in that war.
Well, Columbus brought more translators with him.
That too.
But that means Jake had to be over.
But niggas' mind don't go that far, man. You niggas think that the concentration of black people was all in one spot, in which those black people were all Jakes either. Them fucking Hamites ain't Jakes. I'm talking about the actual Hamites. They ain't fucking Jake, man.
Hamites all over West Coast.
That was the devised plan. That was the devised plan to confuse you niggas too, man. All right? Not understanding that King James was a so-called black man. That what's the guy name?
The son.
No, it's coming to me.
Shakespeare.
What's the guy name, man?
What was he?
The poet.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare was a black man. He was an Israelite, man.
I got
All right?
You know, Edomite in the 1600s writing Othello about a Moor that falls in love with a white woman.
Come on, man.
Paul spoke about the philosophers and the poets during his time.
Athens.
In Athens, he was trying to get them to cross over. So, like, Jake said that. Paul was talking to him. Because he had the understanding of what? The uncircumcised, or the so-called people that didn't look like it.
I got books for days at home that tell you it goes into the literature of the barbarians with Jakes, the raiders back then were raiders. The Vikings, the Vikings won with a bunch of fucking dude. What you see today, you say the Vikings, all I think about the Minnesota Vikings and a fucking and a goddamn mascot. No, nigga. Those were real black men. Who says? New Zealand, Iceland, Scandinavia. Those were Jakes in them fucking castles, man. Huh?
Sweden.
Yeah.
German. And you have Benjamin Franklin that wrote that letter saying, why, with the New World, those that are in Germany and Europe and Spain and Russia are swarthy and tawny. We should make America for those that are white.
Yeah.
Because Europe is already, filled with black and tawny people. Bro.
Yeah, man. You niggas are just dumbfounded with this black shit. Hey, man, Jake was all around the world. Jake been all around the world, man. Laying seed. That's why even today, when you watch these videos out here, you got dark-skinned black women going to these even men going to these different nations. They want to take pictures with Jake. Women, men, even in Japan, they want to take pictures with Jake, man.
They got that one chick with the giant afro.
Yeah,
she got a whole tick. She just walking around, people walking up to her like she's some type of deity.
Yeah, men kissing her hand.
Got whole YouTube channels of German women, European women. I saw one with Romanian women saying, I like black men. That Turkish woman.
Yeah.
What kind of man you want to date? I want a black man.
That's Thailand, huh? Thailand. They got the Jakes out.
And that Turkish woman was, hey, she was fine, man.
She might have been a chick.
She looked good, man.
You said that Turkish guy that asked him had that nervous cuck laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Ain't nobody want to fucking deal with no goddamn Moabite. Oh, no Edomite, man. You niggas is past news, man.
Everybody want Jake, man.
Pinky boy.
Yeah, man.
But to back you up with World War One, and the French has something called the French Foreign Legion, where they had foreigners that would fight in Europe from Africa and different places. And then during, before World War II, in Germany, they had something called the Rhineland Bastards, which Hitler and the Nazis said, these were German women who slept with African troops and lived in the Rhineland. So we call them the Rhineland Bastards. And Hitler even told Mussolini, look, there's no way you can be an Aryan because you have more blood in you.
Yeah.
He told Mussolini that. You're
Yeah.
black, you've got Moorish blood in you.
Yeah, even in that book, Nature Knows Color Line, I believe Nature Knows Color Line, it's a segment in there where it says you would look down back then if you had white skin. Right?
Leprosy.
Yeah. Like I say, I didn't deal with I believe it was Houston or whatever. Woman you could look at she was flirting and shit. And I believe she was from Iran or whatever. They've been knowing who we are, man. I love your black skin. Oh, it's my favorite color. And talking to different shit. Oh, yeah, Hey.
Powered up behind the camera.
Yeah. Well, hey, my favorite color pink.
I ain't it.
Yeah. I like that birthday suit.
It comes with all the kind of wrappers on outside of it.
Hey, Jake, hey man, but just on this run, we're not gonna lose our wigs like our foreparents, man. Dealing with the little nations, because they went off, man. They started to follow those deities and gods of the other nations. When we get in our right, we fully get in our right minds and conquer the world, we're gonna do it in a righteous way, man. All right, we're not gonna lose, because you're gonna have
Be like King David.
Yeah, we're not gonna go off. All right, that's the story of the whole day. When you read about our forefathers, they went off fucking with the Mother Nations women, man.
That's why the Lord delivered us over to him, and that's how we got mixed in. Israelite foreigners. He made us to separate us. When you go to Deuteronomy 32 and 8, the what? The Lord, we is the Lord portion, meaning what? We're in the image of him.
But also when you look at the you look at the layout of how Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, shit, they were brought by other women, man. The nation was brought in by other women. That's to show you other women, the Israelite women. We don't need you to bring back Israelites, man.
Manasseh and Joseph.
Right.
That's Manasseh.
But when we do it now, or when we do it in the kingdom, we're gonna do it as how it's supposed to. All right.
The women are going to be subjected to our culture and our laws. It's not going to be, Jake worshiping Buddha. Because a Moabite got some firebox in the kingdom, Jake going to be a Buddhist.
Your heathen woman teaching your children some heathen language and not knowing the Hebrew.
That's why Nehemiah got on them.
And we not gonna look like the other nations no more either, man. That's a damn curse, man. We ain't supposed to be looking like them, man. Jake look good, man.
You're going to see an Israelite man
And you gonna know he an
you
Israelite.
see your house.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see him looking like a Moabite, but he an Israelite. No, man. That's gonna be done away with.
That's what you see now. When you see 9 times out of 10, man, when you see an Israelite man dealing with a Moabite, that nigga is weird, man.
Yeah.
He's weird. He got a fucking fishnet polo on. He got probably dreads in his head. He's weird as fuck.
And
They gonna get down without vibration. They gonna get down without vibration, man. He got them fucking big ass Latin pants on,
nipple
snaps on.
Nipple rings.
He be weird, man.
Weird.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, but the women making the niggas go off though, man.
I'll talk about they got an Israelite dad, but Ammonite mother. That's
Yeah, but
that's
they always gonna look good, man.
They ain't going like that.
Hey, but they always, when you look at Jake, when Jake do deal with those other nations, they be some good looking babies, man.
That, for real. No doubt.
And that's what them heathen women be starting for. They got a particular Russian woman, I believe on TikTok. She be having the hots for Jake, man. She say, I want my babies to have brown melon skin. They don't want that. Man, them nations don't even want to be in those nations, man. But they got it hard, The Most High made it to where
cultural thing.
They
look down on for them with Jake, but that just make them lust for Jake.
Sneak them through it,
man. They all say that shit, man. They got that Jake. I forgot he got the black shirt on. He sound very professional. He go around giving interviews out there. Seem like I think he's in Vegas or some shit.
Oh, he interviews the women of relationship.
Yeah, the women. No, he interviewed
The desire of truth.
Yeah, desire. Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Even when he did, man, them women be they tell the truth, man. Well, that's without a drink or two, without a shot or two. They were like, hey, man, we want Jake, man. No, they said, what about this white? Hey, they didn't call in Kevin Samuels. Even Kevin Samuels like, I'm not here for you.
Yeah.
I'm here for my own nation and try to get my own nation right. But he's like, but we understand that them nation want Jake, man.
Yeah, Dr. Hassan Johnson, a teacher out in Berkeley, saying they got a class to teach about Jake, and it's a bunch of Edomite girls in the class.
UCLA, Berkeley, and USC, man. They got classes at USC for other nation women, preferably the white women, on how to get and how to be set up to get a Jake man.
No teachers in the class, man.
There's no teachers in there, man. Hey, man, they got white women. When white women go to Tulane, LSU, they going there for a fucking husband, man. And they going there to get set up. Hey, I dealt with this shit when I was transitioning, trying to get out of high school to go to Auburn and LSU and different shit. They there, man. They in the hallway. When you finish fucking practice, they in the hallways. I'm talking about soon we open them 2 big bay doors, they in the hallway waiting on you.
Man.
All right? And they looking for Jake Judah. They know, hey man, they know who the niggas on the best niggas on the team.
Yeah.
You know, but our women, they don't know. They don't, hey, go ahead. I go all the
Even themselves, like you say, even our women, or you niggas, you thieves, the niggas of the women of our nation, that it was the Egyptian women saying, look, the midwives was like, look, the Israelite women are more lively than us.
Yeah.
If our women are more lively, how much more the other nation women would eye the man of our nation? It's like a no-brainer. It's not the man higher than the woman. So they even looked at our women and was like, they more like. We talking about the people that had them in slavery. They were like, they're more lively than us. So they look better.
Hey, I just looked at the video not too long ago about going back probably a month ago, and they asked 2 particular white girls that they were like, oh, y'all men are more nice. Y'all know how to handle, like even a southern man, they know how to handle a woman right. Y'all look good. Y'all dress nice. Y'all smell good.
Yeah.
Over our men.
Yeah.
You know. Hey man, Jake got the it, man. Jake got the swag, brother.
So
Jake got the soul. It is what it is, man.
ain't gotta try. They got it.
Hey, most of this shit, I'm gonna just come out with it, man. Most of this shit, when it comes to Esau, the man, it's about hey man, Jake got the biggest rods, man. Jake got the fucking look that you want out. Jake got that it, and that's what it's all boiled down to, man. Even in slavery time, they cut Jake around. That's what the fuck is about. This nigga's a freak, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I was pointing that out. Jay got that blue side, and then you got this devil that's of the bond of Solomon.
Yeah.
He don't even desire women according to the book of Daniel. So the women know, they're like, look, we need the other nations really need us to rule. They're waiting for us to rule. Right? So they can be joined unto us, not in that way, but that they can what? Try to find a way to get Jake or have Jake look upon them, man.
Women like to be desired.
They like to be
they like
desired.
power, man.
Yes.
So imagine you with a dude who don't even like.
Who don't like women? He just
Like boys.
oh, this is my trophy wife. There's a bunch
He
of
got a whole like modeling industry where he take girls that shape like little boys and make them supermodels.
Yeah.
Them women look, they don't
Shake their
even
head
know
off.
they don't got nobody, yeah.
Hey, I don't know where that book is. I had a book that gave the accounts.
Y'all want something to drink?
I had the book that gives accounts when the so-called white man came to in the time of, I believe it was 1600s, around 1618, 1619, and they came to the shores of West Africa. It's an account where the dude is giving a eyewitness account and say when they first hit the shores and was dealing with them, they so-called came in peace. They said they looked up on their women, it was like fucking diving boards. It was just straight up, they're like, wait, we never seen these type of women before. They had no curve. It was nothing about them that was great. He said, and he brought in the comment, said, our women had curvature, man.
Right.
Hey, they got it, man. Let me do that.
Get
They
this.
got a woman now. I be checking out. It's in like Africa, man. That mother, hey man, this motherfucker on dirt bareback Africa, man, on a dirt road. That motherfucker
Cold blooded.
cold blood tit, man. And beautiful, man. Hey, I was looking at that shit the other day. I was thinking 3 days. I looked at that shit. Well, I said, I see why Moses went through that motherfucker, man. I see why Moses went over. Hey, cause over here they make you think about Africa just being some type of way. Man, them niggas got money over there, man. Compound. And that's riches.
That's Jake. So fucking hell.
But that's the narrative that they put out to the world. That is bareback Africa, lion, tigers, elephants. They got that shit over there in certain parts, but they got riches over there too. But they do that shit so you don't go over there and get involved in none of that, man.
And see what actually living a life is instead of being a damn debt slave.
Yeah, they don't show you niggas Europe like that, like talking about. They want you to think. They really don't want your mind to go there, but they want you to think the 4 square balls or where the fuck you stay at.
And 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's why. And then, like I said this too. You niggas here in Louisiana, they got you in that, man. All you niggas do, you work for the week and hit Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You niggas go out to the boom boom and party. Second line is bullshit. That's why your mind can't go there. That's why when you run into brothers like us, that fills you in on other parts of the world and cultures and shit. You niggas tripping, man.
You start offending. Had to get offended.
You niggas out here, you just waiting to die. You niggas in the South as a whole, you niggas is waiting to die, man.
Especially the southern.
Yeah, especially Louisiana, man. You niggas are still in the 1940s here, mentally.
Niggas you passed during the
Oh yes, sir. Oh yes.
Well, we can't never forget that.
Oh yes.
We ain't even taking that route no more. That's the quickest route to the shoes on. No, there ain't nothing to the elder brother, beautiful brother coming down.
Yeah, we was in
we ain't
Louisiana.
coming that way no more.
That was like late. We was in Tougaloo, going to Lake Providence, and they had niggas just standing by the fucking he's standing by the goddamn railroad, the railroad.
Hell, is it?
Just standing there.
Pause. That nigga was just paused, man.
Niggas with a block down. Yeah,
So
some niggas outside the store just waiting to die.
Just waiting to die, bro.
Brick store.
In the middle of nowhere. That's all that Delta shit. That's slave country,
They
man.
wasn't even buying nothing. They just was stuck in front of the fucking store.
A different species of J.
Then that whole Arkansas trip, man. You niggas are in time, brother.
Yes.
Y'all niggas are back in the 40s.
Yes.
Literally, man.
The look, everything about it.
Man, we were going to the store, you niggas is like this.
Yeah, just zombied out.
Just zooming out, man. They looking at us like we just landed on another planet.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, kid, folk.
You got that life.
They just looking at, hey, man, you Jakes in the South, man. This nigga done done the work on y'all, man. They done done a number on you niggas here in Louisiana, man. You niggas down here are the most aggressive, most dumb, the top dumbest niggas on the planet Earth, man. Yeah. Education is you last in education, man. Everything, you the top. It's not a good thing to be. You niggas, and y'all know from experience, you niggas strive to be the murder capital every year. That's the dumbest shit I ever fucking seen in my life, man.
That's the Edomite spirit. You poison in the place where you live, man.
Yeah.
Can these bones live? Let me look at these
Hey.
niggas out here.
Man, we gotta, Lord will, man. We gotta be the elect. You niggas in Louisiana, it gotta be it, man. Gotta be, man. If not, where, man. Hey, man, these niggas not gonna get it, man. These niggas are gone. Through.
They can get it. They gonna get it when they get recycled.
What that one I think is in Isaiah?
I would just say.
And see that when they gonna get it?
I got it.
To the,
I got it.
that's it.
I just opened
That's
up
the
to
spirit, though. That's the spirit, man. I want to, I just thought of it, man.
Shit, this is
Spirit. Well, you got
this is Isaiah chapter 6. I'm gonna start at I started 9, and he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and be converted and be healed. And that Romans 11, only the elect have obtained it, but the rest were blinded. There are just some jakes out here that are just slated for judgment and a horrific death. That's why, when we were going through that part of northern Louisiana, it's all through the will of the Lord, but you can just look at some jakes and there's no way he's going to get it. Like we might as well be two different species of jake. That's how bad it is. Verse 11, then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
No, I was looking at some
Okay. But hey, he asked, so when are they going to be healed? When are they going to come back to the truth? When the land be made desolate and destroyed? When they know it after that death by pain? You might have to get in that second Ezra 9. When that judgment comes down, which, as we started off with camp, going into, what the message that the prophets are bringing, evils, wars, and great destruction. And for what if some did not believe, as I said in 2 Ezra 15, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's the times we are quickly heading to. You have one?
Yeah, Psalm 69:22. Let that table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap.
That table, you're eating off another man's table. As we're going into that net. You're eating what Esau has caught in his net. And what? It's become a snare unto you.
Yes.
You've lost your identity. You want to be like a heathen. That's the basest of men that really should be beneath your feet. You're just completely through out here.
Let it love the darkness.
Mhm.
All right. Many of our people are going to that word in Isaiah. God damn, it slipped my mind. Obscurity, right? Given unto death. Those that, the gospel is here, they given unto what? Death. If our gospel be here, it's here to them that are lost. So David was praying to let this gospel not go to certain men's ears. Really, the majority, which is 2/3 of our people. With verse 23, it says, let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake.
Hey, let their eyes be darkened. Yeah, the eyes of a fool are in all the ends of the earth. Your eyes and your spirit is looking at everything else but the truth. And that broad way, because the world is big and it's broad, it's gonna lead to that destruction. But a man that when you like in Ecclesiastes, the man's eyes are in his head.
Yeah, the wise man's eyes is in his head.
Looking straight forward on that narrow path.
But your eyes see, which is your mind. This office, this truth you signed up for, man. Right? Having that as your directive in life. It says, and that's why YAHAWASHI, where in Sirach 14, it says, pray to the Lord, not 14, it's 30 something. But it says, pray to the Lord that he direct our way in truth. You see? So you can basically keep your eyes seen. Because we can't do it unless the Lord order our steps. Right? It says,
he said as much in Isaiah 6, let their eyes and ears be fat and closed.
Yep.
They got a spiritual shutter on them that you can't move with any type of, Ace Hardware tools out here, no Harbor Freight.
Verse 24, pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them.
Pour out thine indignation on them, let the wrath come upon them. This is David speaking.
Yes.
We've got this account in Jeremiah.
Let the Lord do
kind. And we're praying the exact same thing, coming in the stead of Jeremiah. Because what did Jeremiah do? Went before Israel, trying to wake them up. And what did they do? Scoff and try to put them into death. So let's see to back up what King David had to say. Let's see what Jeremiah had to say.
That's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 18, verse 20. It says, shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them, and to turn away thy wrath from them.
Back in that 2 Chronicles 36, the Lord, having compassion, sent his messengers times to open up that place of repentance for his people, but they misused his prophets and scoffed and cast them behind their backs until that great judgment came down. without mercy.
It says, therefore, deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword.
Hey, but I have to get that Ezekiel 9 too. It started off with the children. Because what's a big excuse Jake like to do when he can't give up Christmas? You know, get the birthday presents. It's for the kids. You know, I want them to have a good child. That's a goddamn excuse because you still want to get involved in that stuff. So the Lord gonna take what you love the most, children, that adulterous woman, and put them to death right before your very eyes.
It says, therefore, deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle.
Race wars, civil unrest, you know, with the northern kingdom, man, it's gonna come to your southern kingdom, getting sent to Alligator, Alcatraz, you know, getting drafted to go die in World War III. All these things which are quickly coming down the pipeline.
One
more verse.
It says, let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet.
Let a cry be heard from their houses when a troop shall be suddenly come upon them. Go to 2 Ezra 16. What's it say? They shall be like madmen, sparing none, and shall cast them out of their houses, whether they be foreign, domestic troops, mercenaries, you know, sleeper cells, and robots. Now, that's another fact you got to deal with. That troop is going to come in like a great flood and wash away you 2/3.
Yeah, I remember, if y'all remember a couple of years ago, they had that article saying that they had a flesh-eating robot, like the robot that killed people and then eat the flesh to power.
I looked at it. That's what gets you that. That's when the Mexican, oh, that's when the Mexican be ready to in Walmart, the Heineken. That's
Dirty Sanchez.
yeah, the dirty Sanchez. That's when he
I said
he the one that put that shit in there. I went and looked it up. It was bullshit news. It wasn't even real.
That's good if it was.
He just dropping anything there, you know.
And X-Men videos he's been watching.
Yeah, that shit wasn't real.
How you go?
This I got on 2 quick ones.
How you go?
Okay, it says, like you say, we at this point, right? Brothers feel like they lack it sealed, but we still got work to do. And if they're not, we still working. But at this point, we didn't, Jake threw up the middle finger there. Hey, if you ain't get it by now, maybe the Lord ain't allowing you to get it, man. You know, because this plain as day. But this Luke 9:4, it says, and whatsoever house ye enter into, there abide and thence depart. And whosoever will not receive you, when ye go out of that city, shake off the very dust from your feet for a testimony against them.
That's what it's coming down to. Look, if you don't want to come
my.
and learn, then you know you can get the fuck. We ain't talking about a Hura Mazda, the Emerald tablets, you know, the NBA finals. We talking,
Yeah.
That book that we opened at your
down in Jamaica.
madness, nigga, man.
And we talking about, like it said in Deuteronomy 30, life and death. It says, choose ye this day. So whatever house we go in, we basically telling you, listen, you practically out of time. Like if you don't choose the Lord today, then you're going to die tomorrow, right? It potentially is what we're saying. Basically, that what? The kingdom of heaven is at hand. So you got to get on board.
And we can, if I could say, we can clearly see that, you know, the Lord is dusting off the thief in general, because I hear accounts, you know, from, you know, look at our situation. We're not on the block anymore because of that took place. You know, the brothers up in Chicago said the place they've been at for years, they got to move because they're turning it into a police station.
Yeah.
The Lord is moving his men off from the block because what? That word is about to get cut off.
Yeah, it's like a spiritual pilgrimage. Like it's a prelude to us having to move around. Because we was there for years and we somewhat was real comfortable. I mean, we own God, but we're like, you know, we here in the Lord, like, I'm going to just shake that spot. Because when you somewhere 10 years, 15 years, and then you got a sudden move, that's a prelude. Look, you're going to have to move coming up, man. You know?
It's been time.
It's been time.
Because it's been time to shake the dust, because the quality of people that went down like
yeah.
It was no edifying. It was just nothing but bums and crackheads
And arguing.
yeah, this bullshit.
Yeah, we just arguing for fucking people. Yeah, they
No
no
one don't fucking about them. Either you get it or get the fuck up the street.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was a sudden movement.
Yeah,
There
it was
was no build up to it. It was just
could the Lord listen, the Lord is gonna hide his men. Like we gonna be here from the tempest,
To
man.
be honest, I seen that situation with the apostles. They was the first ones
34.
because
Yep.
off 34th and Broadway. They was there for years, and then they came with the bullshit about then $8 to $10 for fucking a meter,
Yeah.
and they moved from different spots and shit. So it's been a spirit, man.
Lord, yeah.
You know, it's been a spirit. You know, the brothers in LA, they didn't move around.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. We just got to adjust.
brothers in London.
London. Brothers is going in the wilderness. And that's part of the famine of the word, because the Lord is, he still got his word out, but like you said, the men of the Lord ain't gonna be accessible like that. For you to just access, not over the years you could have, but the Lord done move men around, and now it's more what? Protection to the house. You can't have these widows just kind of walk up on you freely and all. You know, that everything is being done through the spirit, man.
This doors of mercy are closed.
It's closing as well.
You that know on the side, you still want to sit there
Bullshit.
on the side bullshitting and not come and show your face or get in the camp.
You know your ass.
Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be the guy that say, oh, I should have, would have, could have,
Huh?
got involved or some type of way with the ministry, and then you did not.
Mm-hmm.
What sense of knowing? They got a lot of you dudes that know. You're sitting there across the river, you're sitting there wherever the hell you at, knowing about this, but you never make an effort. If you got a job that's hindering you from coming out, you need to find another job. That's going to make you available to come out and get involved and at least make an effort to get in the camp, man.
Brothers don't. Nobody wants to hear, oh,
The job.
40 minutes away, it's too long of a drive, it's 2 hours. Man, brothers have testimonies of the lengths they went to
Wow,
get the
wow.
cancer.
Years.
No cars, like taking the bus, Ubering, all that stuff. So the time for excuses, it's been at an end.
Hey, I watched that brother. Like I said, it's funny that conversation come up. The elder Tyler Potter that's from Houston. I remember back in the day when that brother was traveling 4 hours from Houston, all right, from Houston to Dallas every weekend. And that's when things was just starting off. And there wasn't that many camps out there, GMS camps on the fly. It was the apostles, and everything was just working itself out. You know what I'm saying? But he showed that much ambition, that much drive to get on a Greyhound every weekend. No complaints, no nothing, and get on a fucking bus to go from Houston to Dallas, back from Dallas to Houston. And you got guys that got fucking
Vehicles, nice vehicles,
vehicles,
working vehicles.
got a job, and you complaining about hour, 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, man.
All gas.
Well, your fucking lot your lot put you somewhere where you this amount away from a different camp. That's your sacrifice. You just have to deal with it, man.
That might be your only sacrifice to salvation. I only got to do is drive 2 hours and I can be the elect. You got to think about it like that, but you can't even do something that little.
Hey, man, if you complain, just stay the fuck at home.
Exactly.
Fuck all that, man.
Or if you ain't serious, let's insist.
Just stay home.
Stay home.
Let the prophets do it. Just stay your ass at home, man.
Stay at home and be a family man.
And suck on lollipops and popcorn and watch Netflix. Just get the fuck out the way, man. Straight up.
Yeah, the Lord
Move out the way, man.
The Lord got something for y'all who stay at home. The scripture you like with the ivory, the cereal straight up. But the Lord got something for you. Niggas won't stay home. He said he gonna punish the men that settled on his leaves.
Yes,
Right? And he's searching with the candles, the amber parts.
Jake think he make a 30-second news clip somewhere else. He think he in the fucking truth, man.
And talk about the
Yeah.
clip.
Yeah.
Gas station Wi-Fi.
Answer.
Oh shit, man.
I got one for you real quick.
You Jake's full of shit. Then you got some of you this ain't doing nothing.
No effort.
It's no effort, man.
But talking shit.
They ain't even talking shit. They just Jake just gave the fuck up, man.
Yes, brother. That's what I told you.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
You have to, hey man, you gotta be to do this, man. You have to be up another clock, man.
You gotta be built different.
You gotta be built different. You gotta be driven with that I don't give a fuck spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about what my mammy, grandparents, uncle, mama, daddy, children think about me. I'm doing this, man. Fuck you.
You do you.
Yeah.
But we give you the right of way to you do. Make sure whatever you doing, do you. But I'm gonna do this.
That's what me and my house.
So we felt, we basically felt like, look, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, and we ain't gonna tell y'all nothing about it.
Yeah,
But you can't come tell us nothing about this.
straight up.
Man, that it says that in 1 Corinthians 2, is man of the Lord is not judged to any man.
And yeah, he ain't judging nobody, but he himself, he no judge.
Judging.
He can judge. But this wisdom of Solomon 3:10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord.
They shall be punished by their own imaginations. Isaiah says, I will bring their fears and calamities on you. Everything that you feared from childhood to today, that's more than likely how the Lord is going to take you out, just so that death by pain can be that much more intimate with you.
And it's the only thing you're gonna have to pay for with your life for not listening. Right? You can not listen to other shit, everything by and by. But the cost for the not listening to this is that. It says, for whosoever despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable.
That's everybody in the world.
That's everybody in the world.
Everybody in the
Yes, it's a point. That's everybody.
That's on that get rich schemes and all that shit. All that shit is in vain, man.
Yeah. Right.
You're gonna profit. All that shit is gonna be burned the fuck up, man. And you got some niggas that go out in the club to look pretty and to whoop on a nigga. All that shit gonna be in vain. To find a boo, all that shit is gonna be in vain, man.
How pathetic is that? Your whole identity is I go out on the weekend and fuck a used up hoe and get in a fight with a nigga. Now, that's my reputation.
Some niggas, I'm gonna get in the corporate world, be a coon, wear a tie, wear a suit, and just be a kiss ass all day, man. That shit, what problem? There's nothing to that shit, man.
Nobody gonna remember you.
I'm gonna read it again.
Yeah. Hey, but it's funny you say that because when you go into the Bible, they tell you that those noble men that
Left behind.
left behind a memory, man. We gonna leave. Hey, we have a legacy that's stored in the kingdom.
It's eternal.
I got it.
All those great forefathers, that even like Esau got all them the founding forefathers, but we're gonna be the founding forefathers of the kingdom, the elect. We're gonna be written and talked about, man. The actions, the battles we had on the block, things going into, it's gonna be talked about. The struggles, the triumphs, the spiritual victories, the spiritual losses are gonna be talked about in the kingdom.
Right.
We just gotta fucking endure and finish, man.
The pitfalls you have, but you get back up.
Yeah, that's gonna be talked about, man. That's when they're gonna have books talked about those victories and losses that brothers experienced here in Egypt. What we talking about, man? And you niggas learn about a fucking bullshit legacy being a celebrity here. Fuck that shit, man.
A baby oil legacy.
Yeah. A plug legacy, man. You niggas is crazy.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Peg-a-dominuses. Niggas is crazy.
Brother talking about that.
Nigga just rub the peg and he can tell you the future. All you do is them Villa, I can see oil.
Let's go say something.
Go ahead, Tim.
Brother speaking about the famous man that was already written off in Sirach 44. I got the word famous. It says celebrated in public report, renowned, well known as notorious, and it says to speak, or it says much talked of.
Much talked of.
Much talked of. That's what
believe.
famous means.
Because you best believe those same men that YAHAWASHI sit those crowns on that stood so stiffly and boldly, but they're gonna be much talked about, man.
That's the kingdom of heaven gonna be about. The men that stood so stiffly. That's why we don't glory in nothing here. There's no consolation that's gonna be able to suck us in. Ain't nothing you gonna give us because we know everything gonna be taken away anyway. So we gonna be much talked of for the righteousness, the works of righteousness.
It's here to tell you that just as the tribe of Judah alone gonna be praised of their brethren, man. And we're gonna be highly praised.
Yeah.
The elect is gonna be praised in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's why that brother had that dream that time. They say, "Oh, you one of them."
That's one of them.
Said when when the brother was flying in the dream over the Israelites, he said at like a row, each one bowed down as he was flying past them. It's one of them.
Yeah, we're gonna be the celebrities of the kingdom of heaven, man. The brothers that you see on these highways and byways that's doing this work, we're gonna be talked about in the kingdom, man. All right? The brothers that even die as martyrs, they're gonna be even more talked about. Giving up their lives for this truth and being brought back with YAHAWASHI to take this fucking man down, man. Hey, man, we got some. Hey, man. Hey, that we waiting on that. That crown's gonna be like, you know them niggas get up there. You know the niggas get up there and get the purple heart. No, that's gonna be our purple heart, man. We've been on the battlefield for this short time going against this devil, man. Spiritually, some brothers down there, we ain't got a physical fight. We've been in jail behind this. We ain't got any brawls. You know, we done had shit thrown on us. You know, them brothers and them used to have eggs thrown on them, man. We didn't have fucking all type of punching, all type of shit thrown on us, man. Behind this right here.
People calling cops on you.
Brothers, families disowning them. You gotta get out of my house right now. They had the shit packed. When you come on, they had brother shit packed. You gotta go. And a lot of brothers still in the truth. You gotta glorify that. Whatever fucking man go through, no matter what it is, good or bad, he's still fucking here, scratching and fighting and clawing, man. They ain't like a lot of you weak, wet noodle niggas that then gave up. They're going back in the world. You got them thin mustaches and them shaved faces, man. Thinking they're going back in the world, man.
Macaroni lined up.
You know, you on the riverwalk with the boots, skipping, frolicking, having a fucking picnic with the basket.
Yeah.
You know, and the lemonade with the lemons. Hey, boom.
Proposing without kneeling.
Yeah. You niggas are back in the world, man.
And they ain't go through nothing.
Ain't
They
go
just
through
never
shit.
offended for some reason, Paul was going through persecution in the deep, bitten by a serpent, died, put the debt, came back, and he said through persecution, through everything, we still here. Right? He's like, look, we not killed. So whatever we enduring through the truth, brother, still find a way to come up.
You only ask nigga that just ride across the car, but he offended.
You offended.
What's wrong with you, man? Niggas is crazy, man.
Running errands for everybody else in your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Driving twice the distance.
Hey, you had a elder apostle down here. Spicy, man.
I gotta lay down because my tummy hurts.
Nigga crazy, man.
That Jacob spirit, 2/3 Uber driver.
Fuck that,
I had
man.
a dream about it. A nigga in the dream.
Man, we want that legacy. We want to be that. We want to be famous. Cause we not over here to get famous either, man. As some niggas think they are. Some niggas want to be influencers, Israelite influencers,
Twitch streamers.
Twitch streamers. They want to get popularity on Instagram, showing you they fucking cap, bullshit ass caps and shit, man. Nigga want to seek fame over here. We want it in the kingdom. That's where the fuck is gonna come, man. This shit don't count. These little bullshit names and gorilla this and HOI that, all this other captain this, that shit don't fucking count over here, man. You niggas is out your mind, man.
Yeah.
You niggas are out your goddamn minds. It don't count.
Got it.
Some niggas, I watch some of these dudes, they seek to have a either like, this my boot, woman.
Yeah.
You know?
They go back to work the
They
next.
go back to work the next fucking day.
Cornball shit.
That shit don't count. There's no glory in that shit, man. We want it in the kingdom.
Yes.
We gonna have it in the kingdom. We can put a motherfucking heat in the debt and ain't nothing gonna happen, man. You can't do that shit here.
You using money with their faces on. Right.
Yeah, I wish I said who money is on the corner, man. You niggas still haven't come to that realization yet. Go ahead,
Yes. Zephaniah 3:18, 19. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom reproach of it was a burden. Amen. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
Straight just like that. I would get them praise and fame in every place they were driven. Wait, if the gospel of the kingdom has been preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and it says in Matthew 24, the elect were gathered from the four corners. So that means Israel's been scattered everywhere and has been put in shame everywhere. So from those same places, the praise and the shame is going to come to them.
Yeah, we're doing the most important job there is on the planet Earth.
That's the only job that ever mattered.
That fucking Edomite had back about 15 years ago, the world's toughest job. We looking at it, man. And we're working it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
With no complaints, man.
Complaint, right?
This is a labor. It's called get that scripture, a labor of love. Not a labor of complaint. If you got them guys, man, you say you want to be in this truth. You say you this I wanted this. And then when it's time to come out consistently, you complain.
Yeah.
When it's time to do certain things outside of the realm of the box that you want to be done, you complain. You bitter. You hurt. You're trying to sacrifice. You talk shit. This is the part of your YAHAWASHI's body. This is the part of your life that you have to sacrifice, man.
Sacrifice your body.
You have to restrain yourself to doing the shit that you want to do. Close yourself up in a room and fucking study. Cut the world, cut the fucking woman off. Cut the children off.
The Xbox.
You want to be great? You want to be famous? Be as a spiritual Jordan. Be as a spiritual Kobe to cut the fucking, because in order for them to be great, guess what? Them niggas sacrifice every fucking thing.
Everything had to get sacrificed.
This calls for the same in a way. You got to do it.
What the Apostle Paul said, they run for a corruptible crown, but we for an incorruptible.
But a lot of you guys don't want to do it, man. A lot of you guys don't want to do it because you hold on to the world. You shorty run shit, man. Talking about that woman. Hey, but she sure can see herself without you, man. And like this. Your woman is not in the fucking truth with you, too, man.
Forget that now.
I'm cutting shit. Your woman ain't in the truth, man. Concentrate and focus on you. You gotta get you together with your YAHAWASHI, man. Not your fucking woman.
No matter how tight her headdress is, how tight her head wrap is, how long her dress goes down.
Let me get it.
How many years you think you've known her?
How pungent the fucking the amber oil she got on is, man. She ain't, hey man, just do the truth, man.
She can't save you. YAHAWASHI can save her.
Focus on you, man. You're gonna get your house, Lord will get your house saved. But just deal with that, man. All that other shit, it is what it is, brother.
Need to get his spiritual head out of his hands.
This Ecclesiastes 7:28. I'm getting straight to the point. 27. Behold, this I found, say the preacher counts one by one to find out the account. So he didn't miscount, right? Which have my soul seeking, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
Solid, the wisest man.
He ain't found one woman righteous.
And one man of 1,000.
And one man of 1,000, but he did find a righteous man.
Shows why the 144, that's such a
It's
small
number. It's rare. But he said of a woman, I had found out none. So since Solomon said that, we'll just go off that, man. And then you'll be okay.
Jake want to break the rules and say, hey, greater than Solomon. I found me one. Here's one.
Go up another way.
My Sarah.
That be the same women that basically use the Bible against you. Hey, don't it say this right here? Nah. I was in the Bible tell you shouldn't be teaching, you should be learning.
Hey, if your woman trying to battle you in the scriptures, your woman not in the truth.
I'm telling you,
And your woman don't have your best interest.
She don't got your best interest.
She just cosplaying as an Israelite. She's just cosplaying any goddamn way. Don't have a fucking identity.
Why you think your woman is in the truth? Just bring home a woman younger than your wife.
Better looking than your wife.
Yeah, be like, look, she gonna be living in the guest room. Now, if she's in the truth, she'll be like, oh, okay, that's biblical.
Yeah,
she can help me with
she's another helpmate. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that ain't gonna
the
happen.
bags are gonna, the house is gonna be empty. The divorce papers are coming. The child support is, all the documents are already in the file cabinet.
Mad day coming.
Yeah.
When mad day coming, then you find out what you have.
Usually it
Yeah,
should
that's the
be
right wife. I thought she believed in the law, statutes.
And believe it. When these women do this, you have to believe that's who they are.
Yeah.
You can't make an excuse. Oh, she just got mad and blew my car. That's who this bitch is, man. You know, like, see, this, well, she was mad, right?
Hey, I'm gonna say
That's
this
why I
too.
know that's who the fuck she is,
That's
man.
why you brothers out there, you be out here fucking with these women, man, and they give you certain signs. You gotta believe in what you see.
Yes,
Quack like a
that's
duck. This is a fucking duck. You gotta believe what you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
She's, you know, she's crazy, lunatic, or toxic. You gotta believe that shit, man, and be able to make an adjustment to move the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
This is problems.
I second, man.
Don't be ignorant of it. Either contend to small things, follow
Little by little.
Hey, hey, this brother seen. Hey, brother,
What you want with me?
be
Everybody. Hey,
you watching Instagram. Ooh, shorty, goddamn, shorty, getting the arrogated
angle.
arrogant angle. I'm like, goddamn.
Yeah.
But that's child support.
That's child support.
That's child support, man. These women are not for you in this society, man. The bulk of them, they're not for you. They're here to fuck up your life, man. To make your life hell.
Her heart is at snares and traps and bands.
Yeah, that's why the apostles tell you, man, about dealing with the Judite women. If so, man, get with another nation. Get with another tribe of the Northern Kingdom, man. At least you'll have some peace. It's the best of the worst. Because that Judite woman is gone, man, in the head.
Yes.
And you gotta watch the ones that's so-called the truth too. They're the worst too.
Yeah, they worse than the other ones, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, the ones that's in the world, the ones that so-called in the truth, I think they're a little worse. Now you're gonna have righteous women because it has to be a balance, right? That'll be unrighteous.
I thought my being spirit world.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Meet him on the cherry.
Yeah, that got a quick one.
11 or 14.
But they all sincere,
Yes,
sincere women. But goddamn.
it's little, the very few. It's a small remnant, right?
And they're striving to be quiet and just hear the word, man.
And work, yeah.
You don't
They,
hear
they,
about it.
they ain't overly boisterous.
That's
That's
what I know
why
about it.
that's why the apostles be checking their ass on the comment boards, man. Doing too goddamn much. You know?
In order. Whoever they under probably a man of the Lord in order.
Or if they're single, they just being
They just being quiet, yeah.
If I could say, Maya Angelou had a quote saying, if somebody shows you who they are,
That's who they are. What you gonna make up excuse and be like, she blew my car? Oh, she was mad, brother.
Jake give an excuse, man.
She's on my period. What are you talking about?
Jake done seen them signs and red flags and still be going and fucking with that. Man.
still be going to sleep next to him every night.
Yeah.
Like that dragon, man.
That one. Proverbs 23 and 26. I'm gonna read down 2 verses. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. Now it's referring to wisdom, but you can also look at it from the balance of things. For a whore is a deep ditch. She's a what?
Yeah,
Pit.
and the bulk of these women in society are whores.
They deep
They're
ditch.
whores. From the way they dress, from the eyelashes to the makeup, down to the clothes. They are whores, man.
Yes, bro.
Their minds are fucked up. You know, they're messed up, man.
That's right, bro.
And you gotta beware of them.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta look past her figure and her breast and all that shit. Big butt and a smile, man.
Yes, brother.
What's this?
Yes.
Your appearance, grabbable. You gotta go past that sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Look at this. What's her fucking mindset, man?
Yeah.
All right. What is the shit that comes out of her mouth? All right. What's her mentality, man? And then they'll let you know you gotta look past motherfucker beauty. And a lot of times that just be beauty. What happens? This motherfucker look like a gorilla when she take this shit off, man.
Empty and vain as a motherfucker. Dumb as a box of rocks, as Jake like to say.
And what's the bulk of them here in America, especially in Louisiana, you just getting a big butt and a smile. A motherfucker that can twerk all goddamn day, man. Overly, these motherfuckers in New Orleans aggressive.
Yes, like
I'm saying, remember that one?
Yes,
What's saying, son? What's happening?
what's saying with it, dog? What?
This is a whole woman.
She more harder than the niggas.
Got on a New York Yankee cap and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn. It says, oh, go ahead.
Where you from? I can tell you a nigga from uptown.
Whoa. She got That was a demon from over the woman, brother. This fucking demon. She come all the way up to the brother. I'm saying, what's Sam? What? Jake, look that. What? It's tripping in here, man. But God, that's inside joke, you know. But Jake, this is what we up against. Go ahead, brother.
You seen that one that had that we were talking about it last week, the motherfucker that these motherfuckers out here shooting niggas, man.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one with the gun? She shoot a nigga, then go back to the scene.
Yeah, singing it and swing it around with it.
When the brother posted, she grabbed him by the neck.
Yeah, you saw that with one hand.
What she was one handed nigga.
Right, I said, oh no, this gonna go, brother. That guy.
Don't they want to fuck with that? This what's going on.
This kind.
I hope that was AI.
Jake back with it. Jake back with it. She's with it right now, man.
Look how that nigga get put out. He just at the window like this,
Right.
with tears coming out his eyes.
Hand on the window.
Oh, you want the rain?
Yeah, the rain stepped up.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think that was down here too.
Ah, that was crazy, bro.
It's pouring rain and she didn't got him.
Yeah, he on his knees.
He's on his back like a snow angel on the car.
On the car.
On the coast.
Top of the car.
Depressed behind Eve, man.
Oh no.
And the nigga with the suds.
What you in your car?
And him too.
Nigga ran over the
Nigga on the speed on Yeah.
bed, bro. Jake, wow.
Niggas falling behind these women, man.
No, don't tell me it's not my bitch.
No, baby.
Yeah, I think you was over there.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I was just brought over there my house. Nigga on the speakers on in the car. He got all four doors open, arguing with Shorty on the phone. She's telling him, nigga, that's why
Baby.
whatever the child name was, ain't your baby. No, don't tell me that.
Don't tell me
Nigga,
that.
I'm telling you, ain't your children. That's you, Jakes, man.
He might not be with us to this day. He might have been deported.
That might have been his last round.
For real, brother.
Man, so you gotta watch what you're dealing with, man.
Yeah.
That's why you like Paul said, I don't want to hear that shit, man. When the drama go down, I don't want to hear it.
That's funny.
You've been warned already not to deal with the end of, man. The end of is self-order. You know?
What kind of woman was she? I call it juke click.
You've been warned.
But it say he that please the Lord will escape. So no matter what woman around or you currently with that you won't be with or you end up with, you're gonna escape her because your ways please the Lord. And the Lord gonna make sure of that. Right? He gonna make sure you don't get caught by the snares and nets. All right. Even if you gotta go through some things, but at the end of the day, she ain't gonna be your demise. Right? She not gonna Jake need to keep his fucking mouth closed to the woman that lie in their bosom, man. Right? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's important is this. And if you let her ruin this or ruin you from this, then she took your fucking crown. Go ahead, Al.
It's in the book of Sirach, chapter 25.
Yep.
Which this little chapter's hard. Let me just jump around. This
Read the
is-
whole chapter.
Ooh.
Hey. Verse 16. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than keep house with a wicked woman. Says verse 19. All wickedness.
Hold on, run that back.
God damn.
Run that, let that like Biggie shit. Let that marinate. Run that back.
Message.
Sirach 25.
Y'all hit it?
Verse 16. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked
God
woman.
damn. You can't even win against that. We can't win against a lion or a dragon. Think about it.
It said, I'd rather be in the corner of a house
Within
and a White House brawling
Than a
woman.
brawling woman, man.
That's what you get in society, man.
Strong.
Via Esau. Esau taught them women to do that shit, man. The sitcoms and TV shows have programmed. That's what I say. You watch all these cartoons and sitcoms, the man be dumb as a motherfucker. Homer, dumb. Peter, dumb. Look at the woman Urkel, the man, dumb as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Family matters.
Dumb.
Suspenders on. Dumb as fuck.
Even the white ones, even the sitcoms with the white father, they be dumb as a box of rocks. Women be the intelligent one. And the children kind of just wild as the fuck they wanted to, man. That's programmed. Yeah.
Sons of Momo on the slave.
Yeah, that's what's going on, man. And you niggas have taught the happy wife, happy life. So I gotta call my wife to make that decision. I done dealt with that shit. Well, you go to the guy's house, you gotta cut down a fucking tree, big as a building. I gotta call my wife to cut that. Why the fuck are we here?
Yeah, we're here for it.
You give it a whole check.
Yeah. You see her come out And yeah, I got it.
Cut it. Yeah.
What are you calling me for?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this how these men, these niggas are programmed. You so-called men here in this society are programmed with your woman to make decisions. That's why I tell you that women rule over us, man.
Children are our oppressors.
Children of our oppressors. The Lord said I was going to create a new thing in the earth because that wasn't so.
That never been.
It's never been so.
This only now. It never been now. In Rome, no, none of the captivities. It's this one.
Get your ass in the house.
Yeah.
These women and women back then wore dresses. They was in the fucking house. When they got dark,
They were chased.
they was in the fucking house, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say.
These women today, they don't get in the house. They get late. They get out
They
more.
yeah. No,
They get more
at
naked.
midnight. Yeah.
3 in the morning
And they don't know how to fucking cook. They'll burn water.
Or clean.
and smell bad.
You sit there firm water.
Trying to fucking boil eggs, man.
Yes.
They don't know how to make biscuits from scratch.
They don't know how to clean.
Gravy from fucking scratch.
Yeah.
They don't know how to do a motherfucking thing, man. But talk shit all day and bust it open. And some of them don't even know how to bust it open right.
Yeah.
Looking like fucking dead by the thighs, man.
Should be fouled all kinds.
Yeah.
And they
How does
All that inside, man.
get open.
Yeah, like Apostle McCall said, big Shirleys, man. There's a bunch of big Shirleys running around.
Bunch of lady arms.
Humpback chumps, man. And you're supposed to accept that. Matter of fact, they'll tell you they want a high value man. They want a man that's making umpteen figures. He looks like this. They can tell you a laundry list. She got a Mitsubishi Galant, 5 kids, and on Section 8. But they want a nigga. They want a build-a-bear nigga, man. Even the women with money, they want a nigga that they can. I can make them. That's why they accept these niggas. That's why they accept the Tyrones.
Soft niggas.
Straight out of angle, they love those niggas, man. They love them.
They're power over.
Yeah, because all he got is some good goddamn rod.
the mind of a boy?
Yeah, the mind of a boy.
And you need a place to stay. You need somewhere to stay, so we can't fuck up like that.
That's the photo type thing.
No, building men, man.
They-
Yeah, you can't. A man that's manly.
Right.
Women ain't gonna really
Yeah.
like
Man.
like that.
Man, Lord, we coming in a Conan spirit. We ain't going for that shit, man.
Yes, brother.
You go
Bitch, be gone.
That's
you can step me.
get up out of it.
It's gonna say all
Go
of that.
ahead.
If I could say, Kevin Samuels told one evening, she said, "How can I get a high value man?" He said, "Be reincarnated."
Yeah. They was telling the
You
truth.
can't get me.
You can't get one, man. You through. And she was definitely hurt. I seen that.
Hurt, brother.
Probably about as high as this sign.
She might have
Wider too.
She's
Hey,
departed.
you brothers, you don't take no shit from a fucking woman, man.
Yes, don't help me.
You more valuable than a woman. You don't take no shit from no fucking woman, man. All you brothers out there,
Yes,
behind the camera and here, you don't take no shit from no woman, man.
God.
You go fuck what nation she is, hey man. If she ain't moving how you want her to move,
yes.
you can move around, man.
Give her a
The Lord made more women than it's plenty of women. Hey, like my fucking grandpa taught me, man. Women are like buses.
Yeah,
When you miss one bus,
That's
another one coming, man.
that's the nothing.
And don't take it back.
You gotta believe another one coming, man. Cause a lot of you get stuck. That's the only woman I can get. Man, fuck that, man. You're nice, handsome, you look good. You know, man, you want another woman coming, man. Hey, go ahead.
This is Sirach, similar verse,
What's going on?
similar chapter 25. Chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go.
Yeah, let her go. Get that objective seat on her.
And during this time, you don't gotta work the law, which basically say you put a woman away, you cause her to fornicate. Here, she's already fornicating.
Not a virgin.
Hey, the scripture tell you,
That's all fucking ready.
one of you get it, man. One of y'all get it. It tell you that your woman should be a harlot in the streets.
Should be Amos 7 and 17.
She already out here.
Yeah, so you don't, that law no longer applies that when you put her away, because you can put your woman away and you got to deal with her through benevolence and what? To make sure she don't sin or, or commit adultery.
And in the kingdom.
But we're not in the kingdom and that can't apply because my woman wasn't a fucking virgin.
It's already.
Hey, that's why YAHWASHI told that woman, He said you got 5 husbands.
got
And the
5.
man, and the reason why he said it too, he emphasized
With a
the one you with ain't
Ain't
your
your
husband
husband.
because they ain't the first man she slept with. That ain't her first.
and not only
You know, because you supposed to sleep with the first guy that you sleep with.
That's
is
it.
your husband.
the rest of your life.
Until he died.
Yeah, till he die. You know, and some women still honor him and don't deal with nothing else. They become widows,
Yeah,
literally,
the girl did that, man. Judy did that.
and was righteous.
Would you? Would
She was because her husband died and
Yeah,
she was set free. Once her husband died, she's
yeah,
she's
no
free to get
longer-
another man.
Yeah, she not bound to him no more. She can deal. But long as he living, you know, whether he fat, whether he don't really pop him, whatever, or you don't do, no, that's her husband, man. You cannot deal. She have a man. All right, because he's living and she's around. So you still got to know the laws of the land and understand things, man.
Why we waiting for the Lord to reset all this shit?
So we can just do it the right way.
Yeah.
Forever, man.
Hard reset on all this shit.
Yeah. I got a little move. That's that Proverbs 23 and 27.
Because
For
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing. Because in this society, if a woman is dealing with her actual first, the aunties, mom, them will buck. Hey, girl, you
stupid.
You stupid.
Yeah.
Lock it
Yeah.
up.
Let it feel.
You know,
Feel.
when that shit, when you were supposed to find that out, that's why, like I told you before, brother. That's why you see why the man was supposed to be set up to find a fucking husband for his daughter, man.
Yeah,
You see.
Come.
You see why the structure of a man being in a home was supposed to be so.
Yeah.
And these are
Because one thing, because these fucking women out here making bad decisions with their daughters, man.
Every day.
Every
Yeah.
fucking day.
sabotaging because their lives ruined on purpose.
You got a nice young man that's handling his business, maybe going to school, maybe this and that. He's lame. Deal with the D-boy nigga.
We're gonna go to jail tomorrow. Man.
Go to jail, dick you down, and that's just it. Leave you with a wet person, an empty person, and wet ass, man.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here.
So she could be a single mom, get the benefits,
Yeah.
continue the same cycle.
It's psycho bullshit, man.
And these aunties and moms giving that advice, look at them, they don't have a man.
Yeah, when the father went down, or they bound the strong man, our whole nation got tore down. Right? Because the women was just to help us, but when they got the man, that fucked us all the way up.
Hey, I was talking to this brother about some shit. I miss those days when you was young and you was trying to, court a girl. Hey, I gotta meet her daddy. I gotta meet her grandfather.
Yeah.
And that nigga,
You spooking and shit.
what you want with her? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we miss sometimes, man.
Uh-huh.
You don't have that no more.
Sure don't. Ain't no man in the house.
It's wide the fuck open, man.
The mom trying to get at you while you trying to get at the daughter.
Man.
Yeah, brother.
Mama was a horse, so the daughter is gonna be a horse.
Let me finish this. Proverbs 23 and 27. For a whore is a deep ditch. And then if you fall in a pit or a hole,
Most of these women.
how the hell you gonna get out? Right? Because there's nothing to climb up against. So that means you're in a snare and a trap. You in trap. But meaning you in there unless the Lord come get you out. It says, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. Or even dealing with different doctrines. Look at these niggas. They doing all kind of manners of evilness to themselves, pagan, right? You fucking with strange. That's strange shit, man. Right? She also lied in wait as for a prey. This what a woman do and wisdom when you don't follow the wisdom of the Lord. And increases the transgressors among men. So the woman is at the head of a lot of these deaths of the men, transgression, because he take his sword, go kill and steal and rob to bring it all to her, and she giving it the dude next door, man. He's scaling the fucking building when he come. He go right back next door through the backyard, man. Let me read that again. It says, she also lied in wait as for a prey. What a prey doing? Looking for what she could trap you with, right? And increasing the transgressors among men. She at the fucking center point of all the wickedness in Israel, man. Most men dead and in jail behind who? The woman. It's gonna go back to the woman, man.
The black woman.
Yeah. So, hey, brothers, like the elder said, don't fall in no fucking woman, man. We about to get all the women in the kingdom of heaven, man. What are we doing? You got to sacrifice one to get all of them. This is simple, man.
Receive 100-fold.
That's it. And if she don't want to roll with you, then she could get in the back of the fucking spirit.
Like that old saying, why run down the hill and only shoot one cow when you can walk down and get them
And
out.
get them off.
We gonna walk down and get all this shit. Man.
That's it. Take care of it.
Don't fucking around and don't fall off now, man.
Yeah,
Behind
that's
some
it.
fucking bots, man.
I can't leave my wife.
Yeah, but go ahead and
Yeah, we done. That's it. I mean, that's
go
about
ahead.
it. We shut it down. I don't got nothing.
Hey, with
We
that,
ain't gonna talk all day about that.
we hope you sincere Akim and few sincere Aquat out there were
Oh, they should talk.
I forgot. Let me, well, you few sincere Akim and Aquat out there were edified, not few.
It's
No,
like,
we-
man.
Good. We hope that the elect out there were edified by this live camp, and hey, I brought a one day closer to the kingdom, so just keep pushing. So before we get out of here, again, as always, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and infinite honors.
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe, may you brothers enduring to the end. Abba Ball,
Abba Ball,
Abba Ball,
Abba Ball,
Abba Ball,
Abba Ball,
Kwame Yasharala,
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalawam.
Shalawam.
I'm like a fucking dog just